Hello, everyone. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I believe it should be working now. Hello? I mean, dang it. Okay. Hello? Dang it. Hello? 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 Okay, I think it's all good now. It should be working. My mic should be working now. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But if everything is working now, then we can just go ahead with the stream. Just one moment, guys. Sorry about all the hiccups here. But should be okay. Well, we are just going to move on from now until someone hurry out in the chat. That's my girlfriend over there. She's extremely cute. Very glad that you could come out and support me. Very happy to see her there. But yeah, from there we are just going to move on. We're just going to keep playing. So currently we're fighting our rival Hop. He's going to send out a Silic Cobra. Do I have a water type? I don't have a water type. He knows a grass move. Flapple. I always thought Flapple was a really cool Pokemon. I always thought Dragon Grass was a very cool typing. Not many Pokemon have it. I believe Mega Sceptile does, and then there might be another one. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I always thought it was a very cool type. Not very many Pokemon have it. So it's cool that we have one. He's not the best Pokemon, especially Applin. Applin was just terrible. But once he evolves, you kind of have to go through a weird process to get him to evolve. But once you do get him to evolve, he's not half bad. I didn't see what Hawk was actually going to switch out into. Let's just Flapple Toxel. Okay. I have the evolution of Toxel. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. Sorry, I'm a little bad with the names. But the game audio is down a bit. That should be a bit better. General GGD, let me know in the chat. Like I said, this is my first live stream, so I'm still figuring a few things out. I'm just gonna send out Wacky. I have to send out my Cinderella. Just put them in this place. But hopefully things sound a little bit better now. Okay. Wacky. Now Thwacky is one very ugly Pokemon. Like, look at that. That green is all off. 2 sticks. It's gross. Wow, we're really about to disrespect him with the Pyro Ball right now. Oh, okay. Got Lionel Messi in the game. Okay. That was my first time actually using that move. I thought the animation was pretty cool for its kind of signature move. Absolutely destroyed Hop. He's never really been too much of a challenge. I don't know what happened to his Wooloo, because he did have a Wooloo at one point. Well, I turned down the audio, David wrote in the chat. It should be a bit better now. Sorry about that. I'm having people trying to coordinate with me. I guess my game is a little too loud. But it should be a bit better now, I believe. Oh, here we go. Here's the setting for it. Okay, that should be significantly better. But it should. Let's keep that about there. Oh, here we go. Here's the setting. Okay, that should be significantly better. Sorry about that. I'm having people trying to coordinate with me. I guess my game is a little too loud. Okay, same thing. You guys are gonna have to let me know how that audio sounding for the game. It should be significantly better now. I thought I adjusted it the first time, but I guess I was a bit off, or I tweaked the wrong setting. So you guys are gonna have to let me know if that sounds a bit better now. But I'm just gonna keep on moving on. Like I said, we just faced our rival Hot. Not much of a challenge, hasn't been much of a challenge throughout most of the game. But, I mean, he's there, I guess. He's not much better than How. If anything, I thought How might have been a little bit better. But, oh well, he's not the worst. That's enough, I got to try harder and harder till no one's laughing. I'm off to find the kind of Pokemon that I really draw strength out of. Well, you go do that, Hop. That's right, you go run away and cry. No, don't cry, but he's really hasn't been much of a challenge at all. The Duck Squad, thanks for joining the chat. Glad to see people can make it. I am live on YouTube. I'm also live on Mixer if people want to check me out there. I believe there's a link on my channel. I don't have a link in the description, and I kind of don't want to break up the gameplay right now to do it, especially if you guys are watching on here anyway right now. I guess it doesn't really make a difference. Now you go on, you're headed to the Stow-on side gym next. No? Gym challenge is about having fun. Yeah, I've actually had quite a bit of fun with these gym challenges. They're basically traditional Pokemon gyms, but I feel like the puzzles are a bit more unique than what they were in past games. Let's check out my party before I just jump into the gym. No, let's heal up my Corvisquire. Yeah, so I feel like the gym challenges, while nothing like too crazy or too far out there, I feel like they are significantly better than what they were for most of the games. Sun and Moon went in a different direction by kind of foregoing gyms and kind of rebranding them as the Island Challenge, which were more or less gyms, just a little less structured, I guess, compared to a traditional gym. But in this game, we went back to the traditional gyms. They're more like stadiums now. They actually feel like a big event when you go into one. But the little puzzles that they make you do are, I feel like, a bit more unique and varied than what they were in past games. This guy right here, he is in every gym. Love this guy. Game Freak did one thing right by having this little mascot over here. Oh, he gave me a heavy ball. I've never talked to this guy. I always just kind of walked around him, but I always thought he was super cool. But a heavy ball. A heavy ball is kind of bad, not gonna lie. All those acorn Pokeballs are pretty bad, not gonna lie. But they are really unique, and they all look really cool. I wish there was new ones or better ones. But Nolan White, Grookey is better. Grookey is probably the best starter out of the three, with probably Scorbunny being a solid number 2, and Sobble Squad just fell off the cliff. It was okay, but Sobble is solid, but then Sobble evolves, and it's just downhill from there. It's not that he looks bad. I mean, he kind of does if you just look at his artwork. In-game, he's not as bad than what he does in just the artwork. But he's still not. He does not look good compared to the other two. Grookey's final evolution is easily the coolest one, while Scorbunny's final evolution is a solid second. But yes, on this playthrough, I did pick Scorbunny. I do own both copies of the game. Okay, I was not paying attention during the rules, so we're just kind of guessing on how this actually works. So I like turn it with the analog stick, and it's like a quarter turn at a time. I don't know exactly how this works, but oh well, we made it there. So I guess it doesn't really matter if I don't know all the logistics of it. Looks like we got a trainer battle here. This is a fighting type gym, so let's, I guess, uneven the odds here and put Corvisquire up front. He's gonna kind of be my main guy here. And let's see. I look a little dizzy. Am I sure to battle in the right condition? Oh, we'll see about that. Gym Trainer Ian. What do you have here? A Stuffle. Stuffle's not a bad Pokemon. He was in last gen. Normal fighting. It's a pretty unique typing. It's not bad, but nothing too crazy. Let's see here. Let's hit him with the Drill Peck. I believe that should one hit kill him. Maybe 2. Nope, we got him in 1. That's pretty good. I'm hoping to evolve my Corvisquire by the end of this gym. Shoe on head. You know what? If we can get to 10 viewers, I will put a shoe on my head. Gotta do what the audience wants. Let's keep Corvisquire out. Now, this is not my original Corvisquire, actually. I caught this one, gosh, an hour before the stream. I was just doing some max raid battles in the wild area, messing around, and I actually found a Corvisquire that was slightly better than the one that I already had. So I decided to swap them out for this one. It was a couple levels higher, and I believe the IVs were slightly better. So I just decided to go with this one. Send him with a peck. That should be good enough to knock him out here. And I believe that's it for this trainer. Gym Trainer Ian. That's right. Now you're the dizzy one. Alright, moving on. Let's play this game. I don't even know exactly what I'm doing here. Okay, now I can't really turn. Okay, now I'm turning. Pow. Okay. Okay, I get it. So it's not just a small turn of my analog stick. I gotta actually spin it. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Before I was just kind of flicking it to a side, and I was wondering, I'm like, why aren't I turning? But I guess you have to do a full rotation, which about to flex on everyone. Bam. Alright, now let's get this bread. Our gym mission is like a theme park attraction. What do you think? I think it's pretty okay. It's not challenging whatsoever, but it's not bad. It's definitely something different. I don't think we've had quite a puzzle like this in the past Pokemon series. Ooh, that is a Galarian Farfetch'd. I've not seen one yet. That looks pretty cool in the game. I really like his evolution, Surfetch'd. I think it's amazing that they gave him an evolution. It's going to be kind of ironic. Now he is now weak to flying, even though his original typing was a normal flying type. And now he's a pure fighter. And one small move just knocked him right out. Man, too bad for Farfetch'd. But really cool Pokemon. Oh, that's all she had? With a formidable battle style, I can feel a good sense of balance coming from you. I feel a little bad just kind of sweeping through this gym with my Corvisquire. I also kind of don't. Pokemon's always been easy enough to where you kind of have one Pokemon or one move that you kind of just spam. And that will get you through most of the gym. Most gyms, most times. Okay, let's move through here. Bam. Okay. You know what? I think the only thing that would make this gym a bit cooler is if it was like a because this kind of reminds me of pinball to some degree. Or actually not pinball. It's kind of like a pachinko machine in a way, which is like an old school Japanese gambling machine, where you're just kind of falling through. Like you drop a metal ball and it kind of falls through the racks, and depending on where it lands is what you win as a prize. Kind of reminds me of an old school pachinko machine. It'd be kind of cool if they had like items scattered throughout the field. I understand it's a gym, so they don't usually hide items inside the gym, but I feel like it'd be a cool, neat thing. Actually give you incentive to move around the map a bit. Hitmonlee. Alright, let's hit him with a pluck and see if that's enough. Another really cool thing that they decided to do is Corvisquire and it's not Rookidee. It might be Rookidee. I don't remember the first evolution name. Actually, I think it is Rookidee. But they are both pure flying types, which in Pokemon, that is extremely rare. The only Pokemon that I know that is a pure flying type is Tornadus. Has a, is it the land form that's pure flying? I don't actually remember. But, yeah. Other than that, this is the only pure flying type. Now, his evolution is Flying Steel, which we have seen before with Skarmory. But still, the pre-evolution being pure flying, I think that's definitely very cool. This bird Pokemon actually seems pretty good, especially considering it's the one that you catch off right off the beginning of the game. But it's definitely one of the cooler ones that we've had. The other cool... Ooh, Grab Apple. That's a new move. What's you do? Oh, that's really good. I guess it's not that much better than Seed Bomb. Okay, it's a physical 80, but this one has a chance of lowering the defense stat. So we're just gonna replace that. But other than that, it's the same power, both physical attacks. It's not too much of a difference, but that chance of lowering the defense, that's pretty good. Money comes by super easy in this game. I've never struggled with money. Usually whenever I go to a Pokemart, I go to the guy on the right, and I always check out to see if he's selling any TMs. And if he is, I usually just buy him out. And I can recoup that money very quickly. But has never been too big of an issue. So let's check out our team. Corvus Squire, let's get him healed up a bit before we fight this gym. He's pretty much got the whole team on his back right now. It's not that my other Pokemon wouldn't work for this gym. It's just, it's pretty easy going through it with Corvus Squire. I guess he would be a little over-leveled, but we'll see with this gym leader. I've noticed that the gyms... Oh, sorry about that. But I've noticed with the gym leaders have relatively strong Pokemon. Comparatively to the past games. The first gym, the trainers' Pokemons were 20s, and I was shocked. Also, I didn't get to the first gym until about 2 hours into the game. Now, I did go a little slow, did catch a lot of Pokemon, but it just felt odd. B. Do you have any unshakable spirit that won't be moved, no matter how you are attacked? I think I'll just test that out, shall I? Well, I guess you will test it out. Now, this is actually a sword exclusive gym leader, which is pretty cool. In Black and White and Black and White 2, they had one town that had the same name, but it was different depending on what version you were playing. But now we actually have exclusive gym leaders. This is one of them. I believe there's another one. I don't remember which gym it is off the top of my head, but I do know that this is one of them. Now, they have a Hitmo top. The one guy had a Hitmonlee and a Hitmonchan. One drill pack should be enough to take this guy out. If not two, but I think one should do the job. Oh, no, I guess it will be two. Counter, now that's gonna hurt a bit. Wow, one hit KO. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Once I saw the counter. Wow, okay, so that was my game plan for most of this gym, but I guess we'll have to change it up. I'm not a fan of Carcool. I think he's okay, but I kind of avoid using him. In all honesty, I really like this guy. It's a bit higher level though. Let's use Flapple. I just want to bring him up to speed with the other Pokemon. He's lagging a little bit behind, even though he might be. Well, I'm just checking out my game audio. Okay, I guess I'm going to adjust my audio ever so slightly again. Maybe bump it up just a tad. Hopefully that's just a bit better for you guys. Yep, the YouTube delay is significantly worse than what Mixer has. Mixer has a way higher bitrate, but I think that's attributed to less people being on Mixer, and also Microsoft just has very good servers in general. A lot better comparatively to YouTube's servers. YouTube servers can be a bit of a hit or miss here or there. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of dual streaming on both Mixer and YouTube. Mixer just because I feel like it's the superior platform, but YouTube is great for reach. And also, hit or miss. But YouTube's also pretty good for greater reach. Also, I hope to one day do dedicated YouTube content. So, I guess for me it's good to be on both platforms. I am kind of partial to Microsoft. I do own an Xbox One and Xbox 360. I really enjoyed both of those systems. The Xbox One was kind of a flop, but I feel like they're really going to make it up in this next generation with Scarlet. So whenever Scarlet comes out, it should be next year, I'll probably be streaming on Mixer as well, and YouTube, playing the new Scarlet. Wow, this guy is Kangaroo. He is really putting work on my Flapple. I'm not liking that. Another Dragon Pulse should do it though. I think I outspeed him. Yes, I do. And that should take him out. Alright. Second Pokemon down. I believe they have a third. And we should be good for this gym. A Surfetched. Okay. First one that I'll be seeing in this game. Flapple, you can go out and rest. I'm not sure if that's their last Pokemon. Let's bring you out. More Grim. Do you need typing of Dark Berry? which I think is really cool. Right now it's kind of in its emo teen phase. Imp Dimp looks kind of like a kid. Then this is kind of its emo teen, and then the other one kind of looks like a, I don't know, someone sketchy that you probably wouldn't want to see in an alley. Fighting type, I think fighting type is weak to Fairy. Fairy kind of messed up the type chart for me. I don't know everything Fairy or how it works into the type chart, but it turns out it was super effective. That's gonna kill me. Wow, revenge and counter. You're under family friendly, is this true? I believe I should be under family friendly. Under both Mixer and YouTube, I should be under family friendly. I know YouTube is currently changing the rules on family friendly content. Nothing went into effect currently, but it should be in the next coming months. People are kind of trying to see if they can change the rules a bit, because what it sounds like is that ads won't be able to be personalized, or at least to the extent that they used to be, so people's CPMs are going to be down a bit. But for me, just starting off, I guess it's not too big of a deal. But yes, I should be under family friendly under both channels. Wow, that hit really hurt. Let's go into Toxicity. I thought this was a pretty cool Pokemon. I got this from the daycare lady rather than finding one in the wild. Pretty cool. I just brought up the Snuff with candies that you get from the max raid battles in the wild area. Which, this game, like, while not perfect by any means, it's probably an average Pokemon game at best. It's definitely not bad, and they definitely did a lot, and I mean a lot, of quality of life features, and competitive has never been easier to get into, which I'm hoping once I get through this game, I could play a little bit of competitive. Toxicity is going to level up there. I'm a champ. You know what? I kind of like, for the big fights, using my starter, if at all possible. Yeah, Vegetable Sword Boy. Sirfetch'd, he's really cool. I'm really happy that they gave Farfetch'd an evolution in this game. He's been needing one for a while. They didn't give him a Mega Evolution in Gen 6. They didn't give him an Alolan form. But I'm happy that he got a Galarian form and a Galarian Evolution, which is new because Alolan forms did not do that. Now we're going to Dynamax and hit him with a Max Flare. I believe they're also going to Dynamax or even Gigantamax, which that'd be pretty cool to see. Pyro, that's not very nice. But I think Dynamaxing is not a bad feature. It's kind of cool that every Pokemon can do it. Kind of takes away from it being special. I guess it's a bit more balanced than what a Mega Evolution would be, but I feel like Mega Evolutions is something that they probably should have stuck with and just expanded upon, rather than ditch it for a new gimmick. I feel like they should pick one gimmick and stick with it. Ooh, he's looking mighty powerful. Gigantamax Machamp. But, yeah, I really feel like they should have picked one gimmick and just stuck with it. Because Gen 7 has Z moves, and those were just broken. Now Gen 8 has Gigantamax, which they're pretty cool, but it's kind of annoying that not every Pokemon of that species can Gigantamax. So even if you have like a perfect, let's say Machamp, if it's just not one of the ones that Gigantamax, then it's kind of a waste. Because you're not getting the full effect of that Machamp. Or with any other Pokemon that can Gigantamax. I believe there's about 20 or so. Pyro, yes, I did skip Magic to play Pokemon. But it's not just to play Pokemon, it is also to finally start my stream. Which this is something I've been working towards for, gosh, ever since I was a little kid. I've always wanted to stream video games. I remember watching Justin TV back in the day, which eventually became Twitch. And I remember seeing people play leaked Call of Duty 4 gameplay. And I always thought that was the coolest thing ever. So ever since then, I've wanted to get into video game streaming. And here I am. Finally made it. My Flapple leveled up. Go Flapple. Definitely needs the levels, since he's a bit behind. And that's going to be enough to defeat B. well, sorry about that. I was just checking my phone. I do have a few friends watching the stream. I feel like they're the only people watching my stream. But hey, I got 5 people going on. That's pretty good. You know what? I will take it. Thank you for the battle. Phew! Facing you gave me all the explanation I needed. Battling you and your team, I hadn't expected it, but it made my heart dance. I'm sure it did. It's good to be unshakable in the face of battle, but it's good to be moved by battle as well. Thank you again. Take the fighting badge. I kind of like the badges in this game. Essentially, it's one big circle, and you get little pieces to each of it, and you're trying to fill it out to make one big symbol. I'm kind of excited to see how it looks like. Now catch Pokemon up to level 40. That's nice. Most of the Pokemon in the wild area, a lot of times when I start exploring, they're kind of higher in level like that, 40s, 50s. And I want to start capturing some of them, but I haven't done many of the gym battles, so I haven't been able to. We got the move Revenge. Not a great move, but it was one that took out my Pokemon. Revenge and Counter, which are essentially the same move. They did take out 2 of my Pokemon during this gym, so I guess I can't say too much. We did get the replica uniform for the fighting type gym. Power. Oh, it's Yamper and the professor's granddaughter, Sonia. Ran into each other in a good time. You know the mural here in Stowe on Side? It's a weird name for a town, Stowe on Side. It's said to tell the story of the hero of Galar as well. Though what's there today is actually a replica of the ancient art that used to be here. You tend to have a surprisingly sharp insight, so I was wondering what you might think when you see the ruins. Kaboom. What? What? What in the world was that? Sounds like it came from the direction of the ruins too. Let's have a look. Come along, Yamper. Yeah, the story in this game, it's pretty, how do I put it? It's not that great. It's pretty okay. It does not stand out in any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to heal up my Pokemon. Might as well. The story is not that great by any means. It's not bad. Oh, I guess they were already healed up. It's not bad. It's just not great. It doesn't really stand out at all. Definitely the best part about this game is the battling. I feel like even though they're all minor tweaks, they're all welcome. And max raid battles are pretty fun. The wild area is pretty fun. Now what's going on up there? I guess we'll go and find out by ourselves. Kind of sending us out there. Oh, that's Cooperage or the evolution. I don't remember if it has a different. I don't remember which one's like Cooperage. Let's see. Breathing over the chat. Wow, that's a long handshake. Yes, it was a long handshake. Whoa, I did not know that rolled chicken tacos are back at Taco Bell for a limited time. Does sound like good stuff. Is that the real Michael Jenkins? Apparently so, if he says he is. He says he hasn't been impersonating him, so it has to be the real one. This is Bede or Bade. I don't like him too much. He's kind of a jerk just to fill that role of a jerk. Where before your main rival was a jerk, or he had some jerk-like qualities, but he was kind of likable. Where this guy is just straight up just mean. Where your other rival Hop is almost too nice. So you kind of get a taste of both, but I'd rather they kind of blend it more so like how they did with Blue. So he was endorsed for the gym challenge by Chairman Rose himself, where we were endorsed by the champion. So he's a bit jealous. He kind of wants to show off that he's better than us. So let's see what he has to say. So you think you can start collecting wishing stars now and get in the chairman's favor? That's the way of things, is it? I see. So you have some cunning in you. But I won't have it. I won't allow anyone to stand in my way. Okay. Let's see. I remember I don't believe it was the first time we fought, but the second time we did. By the way, he has an all-psychic team, which is not bad, but I don't think I have anything to face off psychics. So we're just going to take him head on. Psychic types generally have pretty bad physical defense, so I'm just gonna hit him with some physical moves and see how they do. His specialty is not the best. Okay, about half. I should be able to knock him out before he knocks me out, but I don't think he'll be able to stay in. Guess Pyro and Michael Jenkins are going back and forth in the chat. Is it the real one? I guess we'll never know. So he's gonna spend out a Gotharita. Oh wait, Dark type is super effective to Psychic. What am I talking about? I always try to remember Psychic type, the weaknesses are general fears that people have. So it's Dark, Bug, and Ghost. So I believe Dark type should be super effective here, and I believe they have bad physical defense, so we're just going to hit them with a false surrender. Yeah, there we go. Fake tears. Pretty sure that's a fairy type move. Not completely positive. Ooh, they're setting up for a big attack. Let's hit him with an assurance super potion. It's always annoying when the opponents use an item in battle, but whenever you use an item in battle, it's kind of forgiven. Not enough to knock it out here. Gotharita. I'm not a big fan of Gotharita. Some of the choices of Pokemon that they added in this game are kind of weird. Gotharita, not the worst, but not the best. It's kind of a middle-of-the-road Pokemon. I didn't see what he was sending in, but I know it's going to be a Psychic type. Oh, this is the new Pokemon. I don't know where you get this one. I kind of want it on my team. I think it'd be pretty cool. Hatchram. Oh, the smaller one, it literally looks like, I don't know, just like this little blob with feet. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, who are we going to switch into? I believe they're at about half health. Yeah, let's just keep trying to level up. Oh, wait, no, that's a Psychic Fairy type. Oh, that was a bad decision. Okay. Well, Flapple, you're gonna have to try your hardest here. Alright, we outsped them. That should be... Oh, this is a cool move. It's probably a Flapple exclusive move, just because it was kind of Apple themed, but pretty cool, nonetheless. I think that was his last Pokemon. Let's see. No, Ponyta. Oh, Ponyta's pure Psychic. Rapidash, or Galarian Rapidash is Psychic Fairy, but just Ponyta, or Galarian Ponyta, is just Psychic type. I don't know why, because if you look at that, it kind of looks like a My Little Pony character. But, oh well, I'm not here to judge. I believe Flapple's physical and special attack are quite similar. Let's check it out just real quickly. Okay, it's actually technically more of a physical attacker. Not by much at all, but technically it is. So, if these are both effective, slightly more power. It doesn't really matter. It depends on their... let's just go Crab Apple, just because I think it's kind of a cool move. Agility. Wow. I mean, you're already faster than me, but sure, go ahead. Like I said, the AI is not the smartest in this game. They're not terrible, but they're not the smartest people. But they're definitely going to get one solid hit on me. Just hit him with the Dragon Pulse, see if we can finish it off. Psybeam. I don't think that'll kill me, but it'll probably do some damage. Not as much as I thought it would. Let's check out how I'm doing on stream. I have 3 people watching. I mean, better than 0 people watching. Yes, Toxtricity wants to learn Discharge. That's fantastic. A lot better than Shockwave. I'm keeping Nuzzle just because it's a guaranteed paralysis, which is pretty good for catching Pokemon. It does do a little bit of damage, which is fine for catching lower level Pokemon. I guess Thunder Shock would be better for lower level Pokemon, but at least it does a little bit of damage, so I don't feel like I'm just wasting it. Oh! I guess he's evolving. Carkol. I'm not a big fan of Carkol, so I kind of threw him in my party and just didn't pay attention to him. But I do think this guy looks pretty cool. It's just, I already have a fire type on my team, so he's less exciting than he was to me when I first started off the game. But Rock Fire, pretty cool typing. I think that Cargo might be a Rock Fire type, but other than that, I don't know of any. Very weak to water. I think it's still weak to grass, because I think with fire it might be neutral. Let's just do. The user pours sticky tar over the target, lowering the target's speed stat. The target becomes weaker to fire type moves. That is pretty bad, not gonna lie. Will I ever stream Honey Pop? No, I will not. I'm trying to keep this a family-friendly stream, if at all possible. So Honey Pop will not be on the stream. Sorry about that, Pyro. I was the one chosen by the chairman. I was the one to defeat the champion. I'm one of the elite, someone who can shoulder the future of the Galar region. That's what you think. Well, there's Chairman Rose himself, watching his prodigy get destroyed by me, a 10-year-old boy. I wonder what you were up to when you asked the bar. So he doesn't even own that. Oh, so he was destroying an ancient ruin. God, that smug look. The animations are a bit rough. At times they're okay. They're never great. I will not be streaming Honeycam Studio either. Sorry about that, Pyro. That game is worse in some regards. Not better in really any. Ha! Chairman Rose is truly disappointed in you. Doesn't know what to do with you. I saw talent in you. You remind me a bit of myself back when I was young. That's why I sent you to a trainer school, to give you a chance at success. But destroying the mural, part of Galar's history, you show no love towards Galar. You are clearly not a worthy challenger for the gym challenge. We will decide what to do with you later. For now, you will return to Hammerlock. Ooh, he's in trouble. And he's looking shocked. Yeah, I kind of don't care what he has to say. But basically, the whole point of the story is that they're trying to see why Pokemon Dynamax. There's like these wishing crystals or wishing stars, I believe they're called. So there's kind of like these wishing stars, these wishing crystals, and they generate a whole bunch of energy, which allows Pokemon to Dynamax, but they're trying to find the deeper meaning behind them. So throughout the game, he's trying to collect them for the chairman. Sonia and Peppy. 2. Terrible shame. All of this. An absolute disaster. I never wish to see us lose challengers for this sort of a reason. Yet we do what we must to keep things fair and sportsmanlike. The game is in fact worse than Honey Pop, however, it's the principle that matters. The principle is, I'm trying to be family friendly, so I'm going to have to avoid both of those games altogether. I apologize, Pyro. But I'm sure there are other people out there playing those types of games. So I'm sure you could find the content that you're looking for if you look hard enough. But definitely not around here. We're definitely trying to stay more family friendly. We reach a wider range of audience. No, I don't want to beat match. Apparently, it was Rose who took Bede under his wing. So Bede was battling for the chairman's sake. This mural does look pretty cool. It's definitely colorful. Hope that the mural survived all that. It looks like it did. It took a little bit of a beating, but it's not too bad. Oh no! What do we have here? What would that be? Connecting the dots. The heroes of legend. Were they people? No. She's got it. They were Pokemon all along. How crazy. A brilliant turn of events, but the ruins were brought into light for us to see. What does this tell us about Galler's legends? Pokemon. Right, more than any hero, those are the things that appear to be Pokemon that stand out. Not just that, those Pokemon appear to be holding a sword and a shield, as if they were using them. Anything else look interesting to you? The hero was actually two people? Oh, good observation. There really were two heroes, but if that's the case, then why is there only one statue at the Badoo drop-in? More than any statue of a hero or old tapestry, these ruins made in truly ancient times must show us the real truth. Which means, well, they're both the same thing essentially, but since we're playing Pokemon Sword, the sword is the Pokemon. Yep, that's what I was thinking, the same thing. Seems like at some point in history, the sword and shield were combined with the two actual Pokemon and treated as the same thing. But then what? They just faded from history? Two young heroes, the sword and shield, were actually Pokemon. But why would the truth of these ruins be hidden when their stories were depicted in artwork? Why? Why? Guess we'll find out. With your help, I feel like we make a big discovery here. Thanks, and I'll give you a couple of these. We're giving your best in the gym challenge too, okay? Guess you'll be heading to Balanlia next, right? Sure. 2 revives? I mean, I'll always take some revives. I haven't bought too many healing items. I kind of just pick them up as I need them. I usually just get a couple whenever I'm traveling to the wild area. Just so I don't have to constantly keep stopping back and forth and healing up all my guys. I can just kind of heal them up on the go. I've noticed that the towns are almost smaller than what they used to be. And there's kind of less things to do in them. Like, yeah, sure, there's still houses. We can go in them and check them out, see what's going on. This guy kind of looks like a pilot. Oh. Okay. Didn't expect that. That's pretty cool. Going into a random house, getting Fly. Fly is not a great move, but especially since it's not an HM anymore. They're just TMs, and then there's the Pokemon Taxi that you can take around if you need to fly somewhere. But towns are a lot smaller and kind of disappointing. Like, they definitely look nicer. I mean, the whole game looks nicer, even though they're not as great as they could be. But the towns are definitely a lot smaller and a lot more streamlined. It feels like the whole game is kind of streamlined to make you keep going and just keep moving. How about you stream yourself doing integral calculus instead? Wow, I took 1 semester of calculus, which was actually business calculus, aka Calc Light or Calc 1 Light, and I was terrible at it. I did pass the class with an A. That's just more or less because of the way that the class was set up, not because of my actual ability to do math, because it's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Some super potions should be fine. Let's get some hyper potions, because why not? Even though it's definitely overkill. Pokeball, we gotta buy these in intervals of 10, that way we get our Premier Ball. They're not any better than a Pokeball, but they're thrown in there for free. And if you buy 20, you still only get 1. So let's just buy out a few of those. I think that's good enough for now. I wish they just had a full restore, but nope. And I refuse to buy each individual one. I refuse. Not using any repels or Pokedolls. Should be all good. No TM guy here. Spin around, flex on all you guys. Bam. Alright, let's move on with our adventure. Pythagoras theorem as well. Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, my guy. So about all I could tell you. Find out the sides of a triangle and stuff. So let's move on. This actually looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. Oh, the Glimwood Tangle. This is some imps hiding on the street. Ooh. That's pretty cool, not gonna... That's a really cool type of encounter, I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely very unique. Now, I already do have an Imp on my team, But if I didn't, instant cop. Instantly get him. Sure, let's battle him. Drill Peck. Probably 2 of these should take him out. Or 1, I guess. Impdimp's not that strong. Its middle evolution is okay. Grimmsnarl, the final, is where he really gets his power. He could Gigantamax, the one that I have can't, but in general he could. But this is the full heals, just as I was talking about. So this is the force that they showed off when they showed off Galarian Ponyta. They did a 24-hour live stream. It was just kind of like a still image. I just kind of want to see what type of Pokemon I can encounter here. Oh, you can just encounter Impimp's evolution. That's pretty cool. Catch a Boomerang Buddy. I don't know exactly what you mean by Boomerang Buddy, but sure, if I come across a Pokemon that reminds me of a Boomerang, I will catch one. Yeah, this is the forest where they did the 24-hour live. Grimmsnarl is the best counter to Dynamax. I guess. I mean, Grimmsnarl is able to Gigantamax, which is a new feature on top of Dynamaxing, where specific species of Grimmsnarl, so specific ones, not necessarily any one that you catch, can Gigantamax. So when it Dynamaxes, instead it gets a new form and some exclusive moves. Oh, Dragapult. I actually can't get Dragapult until after the 6th gym badge because it is located. Alright, Michael Jenkins, if you could tone it down a bit. But Grimmsnarl is definitely very, very cool. But I would like to get a Dragapult, or whatever the base evolution is. But it's on the other side of the Lake of Rage, I believe it's called, in the wild area. And I can't actually cross the Lake of Rage until after the 6th gym badge, I believe it is, to where I can upgrade my bike to go over water. But that's definitely an instant catch the second I get there. I'm just kind of hitting moves at random here. There's not too many double battles in this game. In general, in Pokemon, there's not a lot of double battles, which is weird because VGC is specifically double battles. Or only double battles. But throughout the game, or any Pokemon game, you don't really do too many double battles. Let's see. Prankster ability with T-Wave, substitute another utility moves to stop Dynamax sweeps. Yeah, I haven't gotten too big into the competitive aspect, but that's definitely a Pokemon I want to look into. I definitely want to get a Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, if at all possible. Or one with the ability to Gigantamax. I know they're extremely rare, because first off, they're only in specific dens. And then at the den, there's only a 10% chance of a rare den popping up, and then I think a 10% chance from there of a Grimmsnarl spawning. 5 or 10. I believe the overall percent chance of everything going perfectly right is a 0.129% chance, something like that. Austin John Plays actually did a really good video on that earlier today. I kind of feel bad for that guy. I feel like he hasn't slept in the week. All he does is post 5-6 videos a day on different tips and tricks for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and he's kind of figuring out all the things, helping out with some of these websites like Cerebi and Bulbapedia. He's using them, they're using him, kind of going back and forth. We're doing all these tips and tricks videos for all of us to enjoy. Now, wow, my Pokemon are kind of taking a beating, so let's heal him up a bit. OU is a mess right now, would not recommend. Yeah, I mean, I still have quite a bit to go before I could even get into competitive. So I'm definitely going to hold off a bit before kind of deciding on a competitive team. I kind of like that you can hit these. Oh, it lights up. That's pretty cool. I'm going to come back around the other way, see if I missed any items. But, oh, I'm sure, I mean, these games are very new, so people are kind of still figuring out the meta, what's good, what's not, what's broken, what is. So I'm definitely, ooh, this guy's a shot. So I'm definitely going to wait out a little bit, see what the meta is before I start committing super hard to a Pokemon, and then realizing that it's trash. Or specific strategy. And it seems like the best way to get good IV Pokemon is through the max raid battles, but even those are kind of hit or miss to find something actually worth your time. But overall, I mean, I'm enjoying just going through the story right now. This is actually my first playthrough of the story, so everything that I'm seeing here is pretty new. I just haven't had time throughout the past week. I've had a lot going on, but I finally got a chance to sit down and play. Might as well share the experience with you guys. Happy that you guys could come out and watch. Sinistee. This is my first time actually seeing a Sinistee. I know it evolves into Polteageist. And this Pokedex entry is kind of weird. It says trainers that it trusts will let it drink its tea. Which, drinking a Pokemon, that's a little, I don't know, it's a bit weird. There's a lot of very weird Pokedex entries out there. Shinada? Oh, this is that one Gen 6 Pokemon. Fairy, I don't think it's Fairy Bug. I think it's Fairy Normal? Fairy something. I don't think it's Pure Fairy. Maybe it's Fairy Bug. I don't know, because that was super effective. But, oh well, took it out. I haven't had too much of a struggle, really, in most of my battles. Here and there might be like one Pokemon that will give me some trouble just because I don't have anything specifically to take it out. Finally. Baby. Been waiting for this. Such a cool Pokemon. Look at that Corviknight. Just looks so mean, so menacing, so powerful. Really cool to have one on my team. This was one of the first Pokemon that they showed off in the first wave of like new Pokemon, aside from the starters. Steel Wing. Oh yeah, this is one of the first Pokemon that they showed off. They didn't show the pre-evolutions, which I thought was weird. Cool and weird at the same time. They didn't show off much at all officially. Most of the games just got last. Fairy Grass, maybe. It could have been Fairy Grass. I don't actually know. After definitely after Gen 4, my knowledge gets a bit hazy. Like, I'll recognize all the Pokemon, but I don't know all their typings. Or know all their names off the top of my head. Steel type move. Let's get rid of... Peck is... yeah, because I'm never really going to use Peck. I'm mostly going to go between Pluck and Drill Peck if I really need to. Let's just get rid of Peck. Just so I have a Steel type move. Now, Flying Steel is an alright typing. It's nothing. From what I know, it's nothing like spectacular or like groundbreaking. Because I know Skarmory was. But it's definitely not a bad typing. I do know it has a Gigantamax form, which could be pretty good. I don't know competitively. But it would be cool to have one of those. To me, that one doesn't look so different. Huh, the Impim's trying to run away. But, yeah, for me, Gigantamax, Corviknight, and Dreadnought, both of those Gigantamaxes don't look that different, to me at least. Dreadnought looks more different than what Gigantamax Corviknight does, but both of them to me don't really stand out as the cooler ones. I'm confused. Kind of don't like that Corviknight is almost too big and he's kind of cut off on the screen. But, oh well. Sucker Punch. Wow. Solid defensive typing. Yeah, Flying Steel. It's definitely, it's not bad. I don't, like I said, I've been kind of out of the competitive for a while. I did a little bit in Gen 6, but I did more smoke on singles rather than VGC. I think this time around, if I do get into competitive, I'm going to focus more on VGC. just because that actually works towards something, rather than just Smogon being kind of more for fun, because Pokemon doesn't really recognize single battles as a real format. They only recognize the VGC double battle format. Here, let's switch up. There's a lot of fairy types in here, otherwise I would put Flapple up front. But I'm just kind of going around. The environment is pretty cool here. I really like all these like mushroom lights and all that. I think they're pretty neat. Shaking them around. Whoops, didn't mean to jump over that. That's not a big deal. No, let's battle her. I battled pretty much every trainer I've come across so far. Not too many hiccups. Like every once in a while I'll come across Pokemon that I just don't have a solid defense for, but it's fine. I haven't really struggled too much in the battle. Oh, this is that new Pokemon. I know the male and the female form look different, and typically like they sit behind the counter at the Pokemon Center. To the left, the guy with the name Raider. But yeah, I don't know. This is one of my least favorite Pokemon out of the new gen. Not that it's bad in any way, but I don't think it's anything. It's just not as standout as some of the other ones. But overall, I think this is one of the best gens. In terms of just Pokemon designs, there's definitely a lot of really cool ones, really unique. There's some cool typings that either there's not a lot of, or just new typings in general. Like the Grimmsnarl line having the Dark Fairy. I know Fairy's a relatively new type, but still just in general, that's really cool. Grass Dragon with Flapple. It's the first Pokemon to really have it. I know Mega Sceptile had it, but that doesn't really count. I think there was one other Pokemon, but it was like a form. So I don't know. It doesn't really count in my eyes. Not in the same way. So I think it's cool that they made a dedicated Flying Dragon type. I always thought that was a very cool type. Supposedly there will be a competitive VGC ladder on cart eventually. Yes, there will be. Pokemon is going to be hosting official VGC events, and if you do well enough in them, you can actually go to Pokemon Worlds. Or they'll fly you out to Nationals and Worlds if you do well enough in the online competitions. So that's why, if I do, I don't remember what he's sending out. I'll just send him out. But yeah, supposedly if you do well enough in those, and enough of them, and you rack up enough like points in the season, I think that's how they're going about it. Yes, they will fly you up. Do well. I think it's a pure Psychic type. It might be Psychic. It kind of looks like a Dark type, but I don't think it's Dark type. I think it's Psychic. So we're gonna hit it with this and see how it goes. The Psychic type should be super effective, and it is. We should play old school RuneScape. I have attempted old school RuneScape multiple times. Not my game. It's not that it's bad by any means, but I think it takes some time to really get into, or it's either you get it or you don't. And I feel like I'm definitely in the camp that just doesn't get it. Not that I think it's bad in any way, and I can understand the appeal, but it's just not for me. I saw him hiding up there on the top bush. But I think I'm definitely going to play a lot of Nintendo content, just because most of Nintendo's games are just phenomenal. They don't really understand online, but their single player experiences are fantastic. I definitely will play a PC game here and there. Maybe when the new Xbox comes out, I'll play something new there. But I think I'm mostly going to focus on Nintendo games. One game I do want to play at some point is Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I think that'd just be a fun game just to watch me struggle with. I've never beat it. I have played through it. I got in about halfway through the map. I've never beaten that game. RuneScape. I don't know if RuneScape's boring. It's definitely, it's not a game for everyone. But I can see the appeal. It's just not really for me. I'm going to move him up front so he can get some levels. I really want to put Flapple up front, but there's a lot of fairy types here, and I don't think he'll last long. I definitely missed an item back there. Sorry, I'm just kind of going all over this forest, just seeing what it has to offer. Alright, that looks like that would be the exit. So let's come back over here. See if we can get these items. I see a TM up there. Definitely want to get it. especially if it's something mighty powerful. They have the TMs and then they have TRs, which is okay, I guess. I prefer the old system of just TMs and being able to reuse them as many times. Like that TM U-turn. U-turn's pretty good. Undertale. You know what? I've never played Undertale. I've seen a couple small videos of Undertale. I like doing that. I know it plays like the old Earthbound games, which I haven't played an Earthbound game, but I know what they are. I could play at... Oh, this is actually really cool. I had not seen this video ahead of time. It's actually really cool. I'm guessing that's a fairy type gym. I actually really like this town. If I want to play a Sans from Undertale, I could always play Smash and get the Sans costume and have the sweet Megalovania remix track in the background going. If you ever want to really see me play as Sans himself. But Undertale is definitely a game I could check out at some point. But for now, I'm definitely focusing on Pokemon, since that's kind of all the rage right now, and it is my favorite game series of all time, even though there's a multitude of problems with it. I mean, I still love it. Let's see what this guy's got going on over here. I have a Pokemon. Have a battle with me. Listen for a second. Scorbunny and Sizzlipede are different species, but they're still both Pokemon. Scorbunny and I are different species, just like Sizzlipede and I are different too. If you think about it that way, there's no problem with calling me a Pokemon. I don't mind. Okay, weirdo. What? You don't have to worry about me. Even I know it's pretty lofty logic. I wanted to become a Pokemon once. No, you can be one, man. Do whatever you want to do. There's a faint delayed voice echo. Here, I adjusted my mic slightly. Turn that down a bit. Turn this down a bit. I think that should be a bit better. This town does look really cool. It reminds me of that one town, I think it was Black 2. Or not Black 2, White and White 2. How, I don't remember the name of the city, but in Black it was like a futuristic city, and in White it was like this foresty city. Kind of giving me a little bit of those vibes. This one's definitely a lot more colorful, a lot more fun. But yeah, I actually also really enjoy this town. Hey, don't interrupt our conversation. Okay, weirdo, go talk to the empty void. That is the wall over there. On your way through Glimwood Tangle is a far easier sight if you give the mushrooms a little nudge to light them up. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, you know. What was you say? It's also a small theater. It's pretty cool. Opal, I think Opal was the old lady. Oh, I turned myself down a bit because I heard that there was some echo. I didn't know if that would help or not. Okay, the city was called White Forest. I didn't know the name off the top of my head. It's been a while since I played those games. Even though Gen 5 is probably my favorite. I don't know if they're my favorite gen. But I definitely like a lot of things that they did with Gen 5. And because they just took a lot of risks. And the games are so different. Oh. Guess we're having a battle. But those games are so different, and they tried so many different things. They had a lot of really cool Pokemon, a lot of very strong Pokemon. Post-game was very good, the story was interesting. Just everything about those games, like, really hit the nail on the head, and they didn't, like, I guess, ride off the coattails of Gen 1. They felt good enough to stand on their own. I really enjoyed them, and I wish they would try something like that again. But they kind of keep tugging on nostalgia, which there's nothing wrong with that, but Pokemon's cool enough to stand up on its own. We don't need to always have, like, a Charizard in the game. Yeah, I definitely put them in the top tier Pokemon games. Let's see. Gen 5 in general is all top tier, I would say. I think Pokemon Platinum's pretty solid. The Gen 2 remakes are up there. Some with no discharge, I guess. The Gen 2 remakes are definitely up there. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Those are probably top tier. I know those are a lot of people's favorites. Other than that, Platinum. One of my personal favorites is Emerald, but I feel like Emerald is kind of a bit overrated. It's not that it's bad, because it's not. It's definitely one of the better Pokemon games, but I don't think it's the best Pokemon game like how a lot of people like to rate it. Wow. These trainer battles are getting a bit tougher, I guess. They're definitely putting a hurt to my team. Because for the most part before, I was just going around... You give me an item? Nice. Before, I was definitely just going around with my starter. Just kind of beating face on everything. Not that I necessarily had the best moveset, but... I was doing enough. Hex. Don't know what this move does. Oh, okay. I think that's an old move, or there's moves that have done similar things where they do damage based on status effects. But look at this town. This town is really cool, really unique. What do we have over here? Rest. Rest is not bad. Seeing that all the way up there. That's kind of weird because that's a water type Pokemon and it's just kind of floating around in the sky like it's a psychic type. But oh well, not gonna question Pokemon, I guess. But this is definitely one of my favorite towns, probably in all of Pokemon. In general, towns are very small, they're very streamlined, they're just kind of there to get you keep moving forward through the game. But they definitely look pretty nice and clean. Eviolite Pog. I don't actually remember what the Eviolite does. Like I said, I've been out of competitive for a while. Been saving up all my TRs just because I want to save them for evolutionary lump when held by a Pokemon that can still evolve. Erase both. Okay, so I think, isn't it Eevee? Eviolite Eevee? I feel like that's strategy. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Hold up, gotta hit the flex. Bam, let's go. Alright, now that we did that, I guess we can take on the gym. Like, the towns are cool and, like, they're made to look bigger than what they actually are. They're pretty small, but they're made to look like these big, open, expansive places. If it increases it by 30 or 40, that's a big jump. But then again, it is for Pokemon that still have the ability to evolve. Makes Chansey into a monster. I'm sure it does. It probably just turns it into a very big physical wall. I guess physical and special wall. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely a strategy you could run. Oh, that's the Moral Pico. Electric Dark type. Very cool. I know it has the hangry form and all that. It's pretty cute Pokemon overall. Got the Pikachu clone. Look, even Moral Pico was wary of you. I hope he's so scared. Marnie. God, I don't hate Marnie. I hate Team Yell. They literally do nothing, and they add nothing to the story whatsoever. Did you get in your lead card? That's pretty cool. They're just there to kind of keep you going on the path that Pokemon or that Game Freak wants you to, but they don't add anything at all to the story, at least thus far. They're just kind of a nuisance, to be honest. But other than that, they don't add a single thing. They have no real personality. I'm upset because you can buy uniforms and some of them look really cool, really sharp. Like, look at that. That's amazing. But you can't actually wear them inside the gyms. Like, I bought this poison one because I wanted to wear it inside the gym instead of the standard uniform, but it turns out you can't do that. They just replace your normal clothes. Team Skull was the best evil team. Team Skull was okay. I mean, Team Yell was the worst one by far. But Team Skull was okay. They're kind of like the people that were ditched by society because they couldn't make it through the island trials. So they were just kind of rebelling against society, which isn't the worst reason. Yeah, they were not as standout to me. Team Rocket was pretty good. I guess the worst teams would have to be Team Aqua and Team Magma. Just everything about them was so, I guess, stupid or super childish. Trying to expand the water or expand the land for no reason, really. Yeah, I guess Team Yell would be pretty disappointing. Or they are pretty disappointing. They don't add anything at all to the story. They're just a roadblock. Yeah, I always like how I definitely enjoyed that too, how they were over the top and silly. I definitely liked their aggressive arm movements. Yeah, their animations. They were just constantly moving back and forth like they were part of a 90s rap group. They were definitely quirky. More quirky than most. Oh, we got this old lady. Opal, I believe. Well, there you are, my dear gym challenger. Though you are really lacking in the color pink. See, I'm looking for a successor to take on the role of gym leader here, so my gym mission serves as an audition of sorts, too. Oh, don't worry, it's simple enough. All you need to do is battle my trainers and answer the questions as they ask along the way. Think carefully before answering, though, child. If you get the wrong answer, the stats are... What? That's interesting. So, it's like a quiz system. If I get it right, my Pokemon get stronger. If I get it wrong, they're weaker. It's definitely something. I don't know if we've got anything exactly like that. Alright, I'm on stage. Let's see how this goes. Wow, I'm doing great so far. Thanks, Michael. Let's see, I got Jung Shook. I'm very shook as well. Hey cutie, hey Arena. Arena's my girlfriend. Thank you for coming out and watching me play. You know, for an Italian. I mean, yes, I am Italian. But thank you for, I can't think of the word. But whatever, thank you for commemorating me, I guess. That I'm doing well, even for an Italian. But, I think it's just a pure fairy type. I'm not entirely positive. It could be fairy flying. I'm pretty sure it's just pure fairy. I think electric is neutral. So let's just hit it with discharge. Hey, that was strong enough to take it out, so I'm not really complaining. This gym's pretty cool, I guess, with the mechanic. Yeah, Shallow Jung Shook. I'm also shook that people are actually coming out to watch this. Let's see how many viewers I got so far. Let's see, I got 8 people watching on YouTube, and I got 2 people watching on Mixer. That is a total of 10 viewers. So I'm sorry. I need I'll be right back 1 second. I am back, and I am a man of my word. I did promise, once we hit 10 viewers, I would put a shoe on my head. So, there you guys go. Do I know Fairy type's weakness? Steel, I think. Okay. So, how's everyone doing today? I know I'm doing fantastic. The shoe is definitely going to fall at some point, but I did promise I would put a shoe on my head. I'll try to keep it on for the rest of the battle. Let's see. Thank you, Garrett. I believe in you too. If you find some time to watch anime, I give a big recommendation to Banana Fish. Show made me cry my eyes out. I'm trying to think of an emotional anime. Oh, lost the shoe. I'm a people's champ. Maybe I'll check out Banana Fish. I haven't watched really an emotional anime anytime recently. I know like there's like Yurlai in April or like Yuri on Ice are both very emotional. They're both supposed to be very, very good. Okay, this shoe is not really staying, but I kept it on for most of that battle. So I think that's good enough. yeah, overall, you know what? We're doing pretty good on this stream. I see. I can't say what Miss Hopeful will think, but you've at least piqued my interest. I don't know if that's the right I don't know. I'm another grammarian. F for shoe. My boyfriend didn't go on a coffee date with me, but I got to hang out with my bestie. Well, I wanted to go on a coffee date with you, but you pushed me to work towards this, so I'm here now. Yeah, F for shoe. The shoe didn't last. Well, hopefully you're not dead on the inside. I mean, come on, we all have that little spark. Favorite anime is Seinfeld. Mine is definitely Cory in the House. It's probably top. It's gotta be the #1 anime of all time. Cory, Cory, Cory in the house. Swirlix. Hit him with Discharge. I don't think it's that very strong of a Pokemon. I think I could hit it one move with almost anything. Take it out. Yeah. Oh, was my Pokemon healed up in 3 matches? I didn't check. Might have been. I didn't read that. Oh no, it wasn't. I don't know if there's something else, so I'll just keep out. Toxicity, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Question. What was it? Wait, are these the same option? Oh, and Netta and Net. Pokemon is definitely weird with their names. I feel like Net is more. Oh, yep. That sounded more like a Pokemon name to me. Or a name that they would go with. Aromatisse. Like I said, another weak Pokemon. I think I would just take it out with a Discharge. No, that'll get me to about half. Draining Kiss. That's neutral. Not very effective. Electric Poison, very cool typing. I think it's a new typing. But it's definitely very cool. This Pokemon's pretty neat. The base form, Toxel, very bad. It doesn't learn any moves. Has a few moves, they're all pretty okay at best, but they're not anything special. But yeah, I mean his evolution's pretty cool. Just hit him with that Discharge, and Aromatisse should be done, and I believe that's the battle. Go for you with your poster of Kramer. I don't have any posters around my room, but I do have a few things hanging. Well, you know what? I do have a poster of an old Ferrari. You can't tell my room is Ferrari themed. Something I had when I was younger. Just kind of kept going with it. Well, I do have a few other things going around. I have, you know, some gaming related things like an NES Classic, SNES Classic. Yeah, that purple Pokemon Toxicity, something along those lines. It's definitely really cool. Its color is actually different depending on the nature that it has. So it can either be, I believe this is the amped form, and then there's calm form. Stats wise, it's exactly the same, but this one, it's like yellow. It's like purple with yellow accents, where the other one is purple with like blue accents, and it looks a lot more chill. The more like, I guess, hard natures are where it's just amped up form, like bashful, adamant, things like that, and calm or relaxed natures are the more purpley form. What do I eat for breakfast every morning? I mean, people in this game like curry? Oh, she prefers omelets. Well, yeah, she even said I had no way of knowing that. Okay. Making my stats go down, how dare you. I'll take that Morgrem. I'm excited for my Morgrem to evolve though. Let's see. Overall, I don't think I have a bad team for Gardevoir. I think Grimmsnarl will be a better fit for this. Overall, I don't have a bad team. I kind of wanted to change out the Rock Fire type. Forget his name. Part of the reason why I want to change him out. It's not that he's bad. I think Rock Fire is definitely very cool. If I would have went with like Grookey, I think I would have kept him on. But he just doesn't stand out to me. I don't know. I already have a Fire type, so Kinda don't want to. That one's like... Ouch. Oh yeah, because it's Psychic Fairy. I'm gonna die. I kinda want him to stay alive just for the XP. I want to save my starter for the gym battle. Am I going to rename any of my Pokemon? I thought about renaming my Pokemon. I'm not very unique when it comes to that. I can definitely give it a shot, like, but I'm definitely pretty bad at it. Colossal does kind of look weird. It's kind of the Geodude line replacement, because to me it looks a lot like Golem in some respects. It's more interesting. I mean, it's better typing than Rock Ground, I feel like, or at least a cooler typing. Nothing crazy. It does have a Gigantamax form, but same thing. I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. It's probably in the middle somewhere compared to the other Gigantamax forms. Steel Wing's super effective. It might be. Let's see. Gardevoir's definitely a cool Pokemon. I think Gardevoir's in this game. I don't know if Gallade's in this game. It probably is if Gardevoir is. But yeah, I mean, I would think it is if Gardevoir's in the game. Gallade should be in the game. I like Gallade more. I don't know how good it is. I think it's Psychic Fighting. JoJo stand names are fun names. I am a big fan of JoJo's. So I'll just probably here. Are any of my Pokemon gold? I need to name one of them The World though. But no, definitely big fan of JoJo. Let's see. I'm assuming I'm about to take on the gym leader, so let's heal up while I can. Alright, I guess let's go take on the gym leader. Well, you didn't give me an option to leave, so yeah, I guess I'll go take her on. Fairy type. I don't know if Gen 6 or 7 had a fairy type gym. I feel like Gen 6 might have. Probably just because it was a new type and they wanted to show it off. Phalanx. Phalanx is the one, it's that little yellow ball Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. The fighting type yellow ball. If I'm remembering right. It's definitely pretty cool. Just fancy human names like Bertram or Charlesworth. Definitely cool Pokemon. Or definitely cool names depending on the Pokemon. I mean, this region is based on England. So I feel like Bertram or especially Charlesworth would be an appropriate name for a Pokemon that's kind of English. Surprising that is the base one called Yamper? No. But basically the starting dog Pokemon in Gen 5, it definitely should have been in this game because it's a British Terrier and it's not in this game, which is based off the UK, which I find is weird. Galarian Weezing. Poison Fairy type, I believe. I'm very bad with type charts. I think, let's see. This chart should be neutral, I believe. So let's just hit it with that. See how it goes. Not bad, 3/4 of the way. Sludge. I'm a poison type, so I don't think I can get poison. I don't think. What? I'm still getting questions. Don't know your nickname? The Wizard? I don't know. Okay, that was just a random guess. But hey, I mean, it works for me. Jung Shook, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Definitely appreciate it. Let's do it with a Swift. I think that's enough to take care of it. I hope so. Just enough. Right, once again, thank you, Jung Shook, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Much appreciated. That's 7 people watching on YouTube right now. I'm Pretty happy with that, actually. More than I expected. Still 2 people on Mixer. I might be one of those people on Mixer. I don't know if it's counting myself. Probably is, but not entirely positive. But overall, pretty happy with that. Alright, let's move on with this gym battle. So this is the second gym we've taken on in the stream thus far. Overall, done pretty well. A Mawile. Mawile's pretty cool. It's not as good anymore since they took out Mega Evolutions. Because Mega Mawile, from what I remember, was a beast. But, I mean, still not a bad Pokemon. I definitely should have sent in my starter. I think it's Fairy Steel. Oh wait, I think I don't know what Poison was done, but either way, this charge killed it in 1 hit. Iron defense. No. This is just a playthrough through the game. It doesn't really need it. Okay, now I actually need this guy just because it's a flying type. I believe it's Flying Fairy. So a discharge should knock it out. I really like Togekiss. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. I don't know how good it is. I think it might be a UU tier. It could be OU in this game. Not sure. But question. How am I supposed to know? Well, you wear purple, so I'm assuming it's purple. Alright, not bad. Get that stat boost. It's definitely a unique mechanic. Does it really change up the gym all that much? Not too much, but I mean, it's something. It's different. Mega Mawile is your favorite Mega? My favorite Mega, I don't know what my favorite Mega would be. I definitely like Mega Altaria, not for its design, but I think Fairy Dragon is a very cool type. I wish there was an actual Fairy Dragon type, but I guess. And especially since Megas got cut, it's not in this game, or a lot of Pokemon got cut. Stealth Rocks in this playthrough. I don't need Stealth Rock. What was my favorite Mega? I guess Charizard X, because everyone wanted Charizard to be a dragon for so long, and they finally gave him the dragon typing. It just felt like a good payoff. Sir Cookie 115 PS4. That's your shout out, I guess. I believe that's my cousin. Not entirely positive, but I'm pretty sure that's him. But shout out Sir Cookie 115 playing on PS4 or watching me from PS4. He's an OG. I agree with you. Alcremie. Oh, Alcremie is actually a very cool Pokemon just because there's so many different variations. It can be a whole bunch of different ice cream flavors, which is definitely really cool. And all the patterns can be different. And then the Gigantamax is pretty cool, just like a giant cake. Been watching since I started. Well, thank you for sticking for the past almost 2 hours now. We're going on 1 hour 48 minutes. Am I back up to 10 viewers? Let me see. I'm 8 on I'm 8 on YouTube, 2 on Mixer. I am back up to 10 viewers. Let's put the shoe on the head until the end of the battle and see if we can keep it there. I think it goes better like this. We will see if we can keep this up until the end of the battle. Max player, kick you right in the face. Soccer player. Okay, that did about 3/4. I kind of hate how some of these Pokemon, they're almost like too big and they get cut off. I don't know. G-Max Finale. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Wow, that did absolutely nothing. It was at 11 on YouTube. That's very impressive. I'm actually very happy with that. Especially for my first stream. I understand that I probably know all of you guys, or at least most of you. But still, pretty happy with 11 viewers. Especially for a first stream. Let's just hit it with another max player, and that should do it. You're here for the shoe? Well, I'm here for you. So, if the shoe is what it takes, then that is what I'll do. And that is the fairy type gym. We've so far taken out 2 gyms today. We made a lot of progress. And hey, just happy to share the experience along with you guys. It's definitely I feel like a lot more fun or entertaining going through this with you guys, having a live chat, kind of just talking here. Your pink is still lacking, but you're an excellent Pokemon trainer, or you're an excellent trainer with some excellent Pokemon. Give me that money, and there goes my shoe. Oh well, let's keep it on for this cutscene. Oh, good try. Not bad at all. Still not what I'm looking for. Oh, don't worry about it, child. Just a matter of my preference. I'll find the next gym leader elsewhere. In fact, I've already got an idea where to look. Too bad about the audition. But here's a fairy badge for your efforts. Filling out this league badge thing. Being very careful to drink this. Bam. Alright, we are officially over halfway there. Draining Kiss, that's a good move. 15, I upgraded to a boot. I would, but my boot is absolutely disgusting. And I'm sorry, I'm not putting that on my head. Good try, though. Yeah, Draining Kiss is a very cool move. Adding a little bit more thing. Fairy uniform. I'm assuming it's that pink-blue color that she's wearing. Alright, fairy type gym getting pretty good. Alright, that's it for the shoe on head. Alright, Chichester. Sounds like an English enough name. Well, I mean, it was definitely different. Love this guy. The quiz thing was different. Kind of reminds me of Blaine's gem in Gem 1 with the quiz. Hold on now. What is this? I have a few errands to run in Hammerlock. Care to join me for the journey? If you're headed to the next gym stadium, you need to get to Hammerlock too, after all. With pleasure. They say two's company, after all. Coward. I'll take those words. Wow. Alphonse, I'm sorry about that. I'm definitely not going to put my work shoes on my head. They are covered in mud. That is absolutely disgusting. And I don't feel like showering today. Or tracking mud all throughout my house. So I apologize. There will not be any work boots on my head. Maybe next time. But probably not. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Are my Pokemon healed up? I like that too. You know what? After every major event, they heal up your Pokemon for you. Some people might argue that it makes the game too easy. I mean, Pokemon's never really been super difficult. But I think it's just more of a convenience thing. Another amazing thing. Bike. No bike music. Bike music has always been so trash. Or not so bad, it's just not as good as the overworld music that's typically playing. And I hate that it always overrode it. So you got an item over here. 2 hyper potions, I'll take that. Noibat. Super repel. Not really gonna use any repels, but definitely cool. Oh, clothing sort. You know what? I haven't checked out a clothing sort in a long time. Let's see what they have. See if we can bling out our character. But by the way, this shirt, clean. Very nice shirt. Flapple is some top tier game design. Definitely really like his design. I don't like the shield Pokemon design. That's a cool shirt. That's not bad either. I don't like the shield variation or split evolution from Applin, but it's definitely not bad. Flapple is some low raid stats. It does have pretty low stats. It's not the best Pokemon at all, but it's definitely a cool Pokemon, and that's what I like. I like more. Ooh, these are cool. I might have to cop a new bag. I like this. Let's go with it. Yeah, let's put it right in. Now I'm all done shopping for now. Clothing shop was kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. But I mean, we got a new bag out of it. Character customization, it's definitely the best it's ever been. Is it insane? I mean, no. I mean, compared to other RPGs, it's probably better. Oh, Battle Cafe. Well, yeah, why not? I mean, compared to other RPGs, it's kind of middle of the road. But for a Pokemon game, it's fantastic. There's definitely more options if you're a girl. Just a lot more hairstyles and clothing options, and you can do makeup, things like that. But that's true of most games. Usually the girls have better customization options. But both are pretty solid. I think it's pretty good for a Pokemon game rather than having a cookie cutter character like in past games. Gen 6, that was definitely much needed. I believe it was Gen 6 that added that. What Pokemon do I miss most in this game? That's definitely a tough question. Any single Pokemon? I don't remember off the top of my head who's all cut. I know Dragonite is a big one. That Dragonite gets no love at all. Didn't get a Mega Evolution, didn't get an Alolan form, didn't get a Gigantamax. It's just, they hate that Pokemon, and I think it's pretty cool. So I guess that's one that hurts. It might not be the one that I miss the most, but it's definitely one that hurts. Flygon is another Pokemon that, I guess Game Freak just kind of hates. Owie. Guy died. Send out Flapple. Actually, no, I think there's fairy types out, you know. Yeah. But, yeah, girl's a better option if you like customization. I mean, typically I just go with the guy, just because I'm a guy. I don't care too much about it. Ooh, I don't want to hurt him. No shock. Yeah, I mean, I typically just go with the guy option just because I'm a guy. Bidoof, I feel that, David. Not having Bidoof in the game is definitely a travesty. We should pick it outside the Game Freak's headquarters until they bring back Bidoof. No, I'm just joking. But honestly, I mean, Bidoof is a fan favorite Pokemon. There's a lot of fan favorites that they just decided to not include in this game. Garchomp is another one. Garchomp is one of the top 10 all-time favorite Pokemon, and it's just not in this game. I don't know. They really just put in whatever Pokemon they wanted to. Not so much people's favorites. What do I get? Computer Crunchies. Oh, kind of like a full heal. Not bad. Not bad at all. Mewtwo. Well, do I have some news for you? So, while some Pokemon were cut from the game, the official dex is 400. But there are more than 400 Pokemon in this game. Actually, through some data miners, they found, I believe, an additional 35 or so Pokemon that seem to be locked at the moment. You currently can't find them, or they're not in any raid battles or anything, but they seem to be tied to an event at some point, probably through max raid battles, where they'll probably slowly get added in as time passes. Those include the other Gen 1 starters, so not just Charmander. So there'll be a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle at some point for their final evolutions. I believe Mewtwo's going to be in the game. Mew is in the game. Some of the Alolan forms, some other Pokemon just sprinkled in here and there, are going to be added into the game at some point. I'm assuming through max raid battles. But at the moment, they're currently unobtainable, but they are in the game. Bead. Of course, I always have time to take you on. Rejoin the gym challenge. This guy. Yeah, Garchomp was definitely Garchomp's one that hurts. It's definitely a fan favorite. But I mean, yeah. Like I said, they didn't really go with people's favorites. They just kind of picked what they felt like they wanted to. She's obsessed because he wears pink. I mean, she was looking for a gym leader. Oh, and he does. Well, he used all psychic types, not fairies. She was a fairy type gym. David, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. I miss Mudkip. I miss Mudkip too. I feel like Gen 3 had the best starters. Just because all three of them were really cool. They were all very unique. They all had really good designs. All three of them. Loved them. Couldn't go bad with either one. Even though Trico was bad for that game. Just because grass types in general were bad for that game. Still really cool Pokemon. Love Trico. Guess now it's all bad for Bede. Still don't like him. But hey, looks like he's gonna work hard. And I guess we're gonna take Route 7. Golaspod is in. I used him in Gen 7. Very cool, having a wind pod. Its ability is okay, where it runs out once it hits below 50%. And it switches something else. It's cool because I guess it'll never die. But, yeah, it can be annoying because you don't... I don't remember if you get to choose what it switches out into. I think you do, but still either way you're forced to switch out, which is not always ideal. Snom is in the game, so I'm happy. I don't know what you mean by Snom. Flex. Bam. Oh, how are my Pokemon doing? I swear I have a memory of a goldfish sometimes. Oh, let's put Flapple back up front. I definitely want to level him up. That's what I'm gonna do. I did go into the wild area earlier, before off stream. I did this before, and did some max raid battles. So I do have some candies I can give him, just to kind of bring him up to speed with the rest of my team. It's not that he's that far behind, and he's not that great of a Pokemon to begin with, but I don't know. I don't want to make him feel like he's too far behind. So let's, and this is one thing I'm super happy with, is just convenience. Because rather than sitting down and grinding, I can just do this and give him some XP. Let's give him 10. See how far that brings him. Perfect. Really saves a lot of time. Is there a Pokemon that looks like a Furby yet? Probably. Can't think of one off the top of my head, but I believe there is. Yeah, the ability is dog trash. It's bulky attacker that punishes you for... I mean, it's... I guess it's good because you get a free switch, but you don't always want to switch. So... it's like a blessing and a curse. Oh, I see she's over there. Let's see what's up here. I actually haven't explored this side of the city, so I'm kind of interested to check it out. But like I said, strawberry sweet. Oh, you use these for the milk creamy or milk surrey, and then you can evolve it. I haven't checked out this part of the town, but like I said, they're pretty small. They're made to seem bigger than what they are, but all pretty cool. I actually can't go in there. But the designs are pretty cool. I feel like they got England down well enough. At least the aesthetic. Can't go in here. Can't go in here. Okay, so... sure, you wrote a love letter. I could deliver that for you. My name is Paula. Hey, there you go. I want you to deliver. Sure, I got an old letter. Why not? Oh, to Frank, won't you? Frank and Bello. Oh, that's where we just were. You know what? Let's head back there. Why not? I kind of just want to see where the side quest goes. Switch it into rocks and its ability activates it instantly. Switches. Yeah, that is pretty trash. I feel like this is the little boy she's talking about. Oh, granddad's name. Probably the little guy inside. Yeah, that would be most unfortunate. But I thought it was pretty cool for a casual playthrough through the game. Ooh. This is from, ooh, asking how dear old Paula looked. Well, too late. I already delivered it. Do I lie and say she looked well and give this man hope? Or do I just stay quiet because it didn't look like she was around anymore? Hate to be the bad guy, but he needs to hear it. Yeah, Meowth got my tongue. I'm sorry, old man. Choice Scarf. That's a very good item. I'm actually happy I did that. I think Choice Band might be better competitively. Well, Choice Scarf, I mean, nothing wrong with the Choice Scarf. Gen 6 Mon. It's actually a Gen 7 Mon Gola Speed. But it's definitely one of the better Pokemon out of that generation. There weren't very many that stood out. Oh, now I remember with the other Grass Dragon Pokemon. It was Alolan Executor, which I actually really like that Pokemon. One of the better Pokemon out of that gen. But same thing, not in this game. So, Flappl's a good replacement. But, yeah, Goal Speed, definitely really cool. Definitely one of the best Pokemon out of that gen. Alright, let's just save again. Let's see what time it is. We've been running this stream for just a bit over 2 hours. Not bad, definitely not bad at all. How many viewers are we at? Got 4 on YouTube. Same thing, 2 on Mixer, and I feel like I'm one of them. Just close out my YouTube. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to give me a second. Alright, I'll open it back up on my side. And let's continue. I'll probably stream another hour max, maybe another half hour or so before I hop offline. But hey, I really appreciate all you guys coming out. Oh, no worries, Alphonse. Completely fine. I get them mixed up too sometimes. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys coming out, showing love and support. Let's see what Sonia wants. Hey, the badge collecting going well? Doing some research on the ruins on Stow Onside. Such a weird name. Sword and Shield. What kind of Pokemon were they? Where are they now? Still, so many questions. I was thinking about taking another look at the tapestries and... Kaboom! Yeah, Gen 6 and 7, they kind of blur together a little bit. I don't know. They're both, for me, not super memorable. Like, Gen 6 was pretty cool. Gen 7 was pretty cool. But they're both pretty average Pokemon games overall. Kind of put these in the same boat. I feel like they're pretty average. I feel like most Pokemon games are average. There's not really any that are bad, per se. I mean, some are better than others, but I don't think any of them are bad. Most of them are just pretty average games. Huh? Power Spot. What's wrong? Got a reading from the power detector. Does that mean Dynamaxing is possible here? Hey, Sonia, Peppy too. You felt that shaking, right? Seems Chairman Rose is testing something again. This is bad. Pokemon might start Dynamaxing right in the middle of Hammerlock. Hiya, Derek. Thank you for coming out. And I know it's a little late into the stream, but hey, always appreciate more viewers, new viewers. I'm just playing through the Pokemon Sword. We've gotten 2 badges so far since we watched this. So we have a total of 5 badges. Okay, lost again, Leon. Leon is the champion of the Galar region. He's got a pretty cool design. He's a pretty cool guy overall. Really looking forward to seeing you compete in the finals. So you should leave the investigation on Quaking to the adults. Head to Sir Chester and get that gym badge. You know what, Sonia? I will. Thank you very much. Oh, Peppy. Ah, it's Hop again. Basically, Galarian How. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, yeah, I already went up that way. Not a bad rival, just not very standout-ish. First that forest, then that mad quiz. I've been lost in every sense of the word, but looks like I finally caught up to you again. Come with me to Route 7. Could use a bit of competition to motivate me. Yeah, you could. You are not a challenge whatsoever, Hop. Oh, a train station over here. Let's see, what do you got going on over here? Nothing. Just disappointment. I don't know why you would ever really need to use the train station when you can just fly anywhere you need to, but I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. Oh, you know what? Let's get a Sody Hop. Hey. Can you get snacks from here? Why? Okay. No, I don't need to go anywhere. What do you do? Oh, you're just a Pokemon. Finally, you can get Ultra Balls. Yeah, always buy them in things of 10, that way you get a Premier Ball. Because let's say if you buy 20, you still only get one Premier Ball. Still no full heals. Not that I really need them, but still. It's annoying that you don't get them until super late. What do you do? Oh, need to dodge P-Dove droppings. Good thing that's not my job. I know my car does a terrible job at dodging P-Dove droppings. I always have a feel. Wow, this town has 3 Pokemon centers. Left, middle, center. That is excessive, but I guess convenience? Oh well, not gonna complain too much, I guess. And if they're there, they're there. I guess they don't really hurt, other than maybe the aesthetic of the city. But yeah, not really gonna complain. I have a feeling we're gonna have a rival battle here. Let's see the order of my Pokemon. Not bad. Yeah, Flapple up front. Alright. You know, Spaz Lee, his older brother. Let's try out my latest in the battle against you. Alright. See how he does. Hop, let's see if you can actually do some damage. I doubt it, but Trevenant. Like, a lot of Pokemon Trevenant made it into the game. Like, not a bad Pokemon, definitely has a cool design, but definitely not one of the most memorable. I think that was a Gen 5 mon. Wing attack. I believe it's a Ghost Grass, which is a cool typing, not gonna lie. But, yeah, not a very memorable Pokemon. The way you battle, you know, kind of reminds me of Lee. I'm about to destroy your brother in 3 more gym battles. F and 3 more gyms. Don't you wait. Flapple putting in the work. Look at that boy. Look at that beast. Just literally a straight up flying apple. It's like a worm in an apple. That's all it is. Gotta flap so hard. Heat more. Ooh, that's a bad time for me. I don't have any water types though. I don't have any ground either. Ooh, rock. But I don't like this guy. I guess I'll use him. Yeah, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with this Pokemon. It's like, I don't like him all that much. Well, okay, I like him a fair bit, but I don't plan on keeping him on my team. So, he's just kind of a placeholder. So I don't like giving him priority. That's gonna do some pretty good damage though. Oh, you guys gotta let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're enjoying the stream. Let me know if you look forward to seeing me again in the future sometime. I think I might do another stream on Saturday. Probably around the same time. Maybe like 7 o'clock-ish. Run for about 2-3 hours or so. Let me know what you guys think. I was also thinking about doing a podcast. doing a podcast first, ending the stream for a bit, and then coming back and doing more Pokemon. So you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think about that. His physical attack is weaker than his special attack, but it's not a bad stat. I'll get rid of Swift. I don't need Swift. He does look a little weird. I don't think it looks bad, but it's not my favorite Pokemon design. It's just, I already have a fire type, and I don't know. I don't need to double up. Oh, this is Yamper's evolution. Definitely not bad. It's just, I have a cooler electric type, so I didn't bother with the Yamper. I have caught a lot of Pokemon though. Like, I do own a Yamper. I never used it really. I kept it in my party for a bit, just because it filled out a slot. But I didn't really use it. I've been catching more Pokemon than I ever really do in a Pokemon game. I've just been kind of constantly changing out my team. The always on EXP share, while a lot of people complain, I think it's a welcome addition. It's just convenience. And it lets you kind of keep your team always up to snuff. Wow, did he really just do that? Okay. They're gonna get destroyed now, I guess. But, yeah, I've just been constantly switching out my team. They did a lot of quality of life changes, where you could access your Pokemon box from anywhere. Or, not anywhere, but most places. It's pretty nice. Wow, why? Drags the game. But, I mean, it's very nice, very convenient, so I like that. I've been using it a lot, just constantly switching out my team as I seem fit. Basically, if I catch something that looks cooler, I just swap it out. Colossal looks pretty awful. I think it looks pretty okay. Is it great? No. Is it the worst Pokemon design? I mean, not when Pokemon like Garbodor exist. I mean, it kind of has like a face of like a knight, like a knight's mask, and then other than that, a knockoff Golem. Yeah, it's not too bad getting the Shiny Charm. The Shiny Charm was always for the regional decks. You didn't need to complete the national decks to ever get the Shiny Charm. Yeah, I think, if anything, it's a little harder than some of the older games, just because the older games have less in the regional decks. I believe Sun and Moon had 435, these have 400. But with online, I mean, it's pretty easy to get the version exclusives that you can't get. I own both copies of the game, but I only have one Nintendo Switch, so I can't trade with myself necessarily. But I might try for the Shiny Charm. I don't know if I'll Shiny Chain, because people are still trying to figure out how exactly it works. People have a good idea, but they're not 100% sure on how it all works, so I'm kind of waiting for people to figure it out before I even attempt Shiny Chaining. So that black Christmas tree is just a pile of coal, and it's actually located on its back. Alright. Arena ran out of raspberry gelato, so I think I have to end the stream to bring her some, because that is a crisis, and I'm saying that wholeheartedly. Raspberry gelato is absolutely delicious. So I don't know, I just might have to bring her some. Hey, but I got 8 people on YouTube right now. 3 people on Mixer. I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with myself right now. Shiny chaining kinda got nerfed, kinda didn't. So data miners saw that there's like a combo that you can get, and it goes up after every so many stages, but people haven't exactly found out what contributes to a combo or what breaks your combo. People have theories, but no one has exactly figured out what it is. Alright, Arena, I might just have to come over. Wouldn't mind seeing you again today. Always love seeing you, spending time with you. She's my big love and support here, helping me get all this started and motivate me to actually do this, and I'm happy that I finally did. You know what? I'm doing a lot better than I expected. I have about 10-11 viewers right now. That's very good for a first stream. And honestly, even if I only stay at 10-11 viewers, I'm pretty happy with that. Just playing to an audience. I don't know, I feel pretty good. I'm definitely enjoying video games a lot more now. Just playing with people, because I feel like I'm playing with you guys. We're doing this together. I like having these conversations with you. Definitely makes the game more interesting than just sitting here playing by myself. Send with the pyro ball. Hopefully we don't get hit by paralysis. A knockoff? Not my charcoal. This better kill me. And there he goes. On and out. Masuda method is just so much better for efficiency. It's definitely not a bad way to go. It's still your best bet compared to shiny chaining. But, yeah, it's definitely better than shiny chaining, probably, like you said, for time efficiency. Also egg moves. But, oh, not everyone's into breeding, I guess. There's some thrill with shiny chaining. Thank you, Alphonse, for being proud of me. I appreciate you coming out. You've been a pretty good active viewer in the chat. We've had some pretty decent conversations. Appreciate you coming out, checking me out. I'm sure there's a lot of other streamers you can go see, but I appreciate you coming out, watching. I'm gonna save the game here. Oh yeah, what's very nice is that, so once you open up the menu, you can come over here and click save, and it gives you the prompt. But actually, if you click R on your, I'm using the Pro Controller, but you could be using the Joy-Cons as well. If you press R, it just brings you straight to save. It doesn't save that much time, but a lot of these buttons don't do anything. So to give them a little bit extra functionality, I mean, I think a little bit helps, I guess. For the flex. Oh, Moro Pico. Ran right up to me. Yours truly, Gelato, is on you. You know what? I agree to that. How about this? Tomorrow, I promise to get you as much Gelato as you want. We're catching this Moro Pico, though. But, yes, I promise to get you... You can get any flavor of gelato, and I'll get a flavor of gelato, and you can have both. Or at least taste both. Oh, now it's in its hangry state. It doesn't actually do anything other than change the... It changes the one move from electric to dark, but other than that, it's just more of an aesthetic change. But pretty cool though, an electric dark Pokemon. I think it's the first one. Luxray really should have been electric dark, but it's just pure electric. Kind of a shame that it's not. But I definitely really like this Pokemon. I think Moro Pico's pretty cool. It's just a Pikachu clone. I mean, they have one every gen. But it's one of the cooler ones. Well, let's just send him to the box. Like I said, I've been catching a lot more Pokemon than what I normally would. Oh, this Carablast. I don't remember. I think this one is it has a split evolution. One is like a Lance and one is something else. I don't remember if it's split or if it was something else. Or if there was another Pokemon that was just... Oh yeah, no. It's not that this one has split evolution. There was Carablast and the one other Pokemon that evolves into like a Lance user. They kind of go back and forth. But, I mean, they're game appropriate, I feel. Shit, Purloin. Sure, why not? Or, not Purloin, Liepard. Purloin's the free evolution. Amalga is the best Pika clone, don't at me. You know what? I don't know if I'm trying to think of all the Pika clones. So Gen 2 had Pichu, which is Pika clone, but it's really Pikachu line. Gen 3 had Minun and Fussil, which were trash. Gen 4 Pachirisu. I really like Pachirisu. Gen 5 had Emolga. Emolga was pretty cool. Gen 6 had Dedenne. Pretty forgettable. Gen 7 had I think it was like a steel electric Pokemon. I don't remember the name. But, I mean, definitely okay. But not my favorite. You know what, Emolga? Emolga's probably the best one. I definitely really liked it. Emolga, you know what though? Me personally, I have to give it to Pachirisu. Fly, hold up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, but Fly takes 2 turns. Give up on Fly. But I definitely like Pachirisu more. I like Emolga better as a Pokemon, but Pachirisu has a cool memory because I think it was VGC 2016, Sajum Park won with a Pachirisu, which a lot of VGC teams are cookie cutter teams, but he pulled out a Pachirisu, which no one expected a Pachirisu, and he actually won with a Pachirisu. So I have mad respect for that. So definitely one of my favorites has to be Pachirisu, if not Emolga, but I have to give the Pachirisu just for that. What? Flapple died? Okay, that's upsetting. Let's bring you out. I think he evolves, Morigum evolves at 48 or 49. So he's kind of getting there. Let's hit him with a false surrender. Sorry guys, I do have a text message I need to answer. I'm trying to stay off my phone for the most part, but pretty cool. Like, I do have to answer an occasional text here and there. Wow. Of all Pokemon, a Ribombee is destroying my team. Why? Set it with the Play Rough, I guess. Of course, I get hit by paralysis. Wow. Could you believe my most difficult fight in the whole game was with a Ribombee? Maybe the Emolga is a flying squirrel. Emolga is a flying squirrel. And you know what? I think that's the only Pikachu clone that I legitimately used on my team was a Emolga. But just because a Pachirisu won Worlds one year, I have to give it to that. Why is this Pokemon giving me so much trouble? Toxicity, I think it's flying type. It could be, it's probably Bug. Actually, Bug Fairy rather than Flying Fairy. Either way, YOLO. Yeah, Ribombee slaps. Ribombee's slapping up my whole team. As you can tell, it knocked out 2 of my mods. There we go, finally. Apparently, yeah, you're right. I should not underestimate it. Because apparently I did, and it, oof, did some damage. Best Queen. I like Best Queen. I think it's a cool Pokemon. I can understand it being gender locked. Some people are upset you can't evolve the male ones, but it would be weird if you evolved the male one into a queen. Especially like Queen Bees, only female. So it makes sense. Pretty cool. I think more people are upset with the Salazzle. You know, the Salandit evolution being gender locked. Which I don't understand that one as much, but I guess it is what it is. There we go. Now that one, Bugberry, yeah, that's what I figured, Bugberry. But overall, not the strongest of Pokemon, so I guess it didn't matter too much. But I guess it mattered a bit because it did sweep 2 of my guys. Gosh darn it. Really making me use my items here. I mean, I could go back to the Pokemon Center, it's not that far, but like, rather not. But I am gonna run out of potions soon. Another more. Man, he's really chasing me. See, like Team Yell, this is all they do. They don't actually do anything. All they do is they block the path to make sure that you keep going down the linear path that they want you to go on. But other than that, nothing much. Nothing. Like, they don't really add to the story. They don't take anything away, they just don't add to the story at all. Don't contribute much. They're not very memorable. That's about it. Bees are a formidable foe. You're absolutely correct on that. Never underestimate the bees. Wow, we are up to 12 people on YouTube. and another 2 on Mixer. Really appreciate that, guys. I don't really mind where you guys want to watch. I will say, though, Mixer has a lot less lag. It's only about, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds behind, where YouTube is significantly behind. But if YouTube's your preferred platform, hey, who am I to stop you? Let's see. Pure Flying. Like I said earlier, that's a really cool type thing, Pure Flying. I don't know why, because there's so many flying type Pokemon, but they just don't want to give Pure Flying away as a type. A Rufflet. Yeah, I guess switch out to him, just because it's a flying type. But yeah, I really do appreciate all you guys coming out and supporting me on my first live stream. We've been going for 2.5 hours now. I'll probably hit close to 3 before I head off. I will not put a boot on my head. I apologize, David. Maybe next time. But probably not. But maybe. You know, I guess you'll have to watch me again next time and find out. But no, seriously, I do appreciate all you guys coming out, supporting me, writing in the chat, giving me things to talk about, just having a nice, fun conversation with all you. Really appreciate it all. There's definitely some things I need to fix on my stream, because when people are following and things like that, it's not popping up as it should. But, I mean, looks cool. I guess, like, the bar on top, it looks cool, I guess. I think I just saved, but like I said, I have a memory of a goldfish, so oh well. Now these are Galarian Meowth's evolution, which it's not Galarian Persian, it's a different Pokemon, Berserker, which to actually get a Persian in this game, you need the Cantonian Meowth, I guess you would call it, but you can get one from trading some lady in the game. And then there's the event one right now, but the event one doesn't evolve. But I believe it's a max IV one, so you can breed it once and then evolve that one. That's the only way to get into the Persian into the Pokedex. Play MK11. I don't actually own MK11, but I am a huge fan of Mortal Kombat. And I was pretty good at MK10. The only thing is, I want to keep my streams as family friendly as possible, and Mortal Kombat is the furthest thing from family friendly. But it's definitely a game I enjoy. The reason why I haven't picked up MK11 is because fighting games are pretty bad with DLC. By pretty bad, I mean they just do a lot, and I don't care to play it right away. So I'm definitely holding out until they do like their Ultimate Edition that just has Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 DLC, however long they want to keep it for. I'm going to try to catch this thing. Yeah, for however long they keep it for, and then whenever all the DLC characters are in there, I'll probably pick that game up. So I decided to go with a Mixer YouTube combo instead of Twitch because, to be completely honest, while Twitch is the platform of choice for most people, darn it, Flapple. While Twitch is the preferred platform for a lot of people, Twitch is extremely oversaturated. There's just so many people on Twitch, and it's really easy to get lost in the crowd. No matter how, like, there's some people who've been doing it for years, a lot more talented than me, and just never get discovered because they're only on Twitch. And it's just, there's too many people. And plus Twitch staff can, they can be a little bit difficult to deal with. They definitely play favorites. It's just not the most ideal place. And also, they don't allow you to dual stream. You can if you're not partnered, which I'm not partnered. But if I do plan on making it big, they don't want you to dual stream. Where YouTube doesn't care. Oh, you can find these things in the wild. That's pretty cool. Where Mixer doesn't care, YouTube doesn't care if you dual stream. I also feel like Mixer, just as a platform, is going to take off pretty soon. They did sign Ninja and Shroud. I feel like they're going to sign more people. I feel like more and more people are going to start coming to Mixer. I feel like as that happens, smaller channels have a better chance of getting picked up. Just because more people in general are coming to the platform. So that's part of the reason why I did Mixer. And then YouTube kind of like Twitch where you can get lost in the crowd. But I also plan on doing dedicated YouTube content at some point, maybe doing some news videos and also posting my podcast there. That I do plan on doing in the future. So I do want to do dedicated YouTube content at some point, so I figured might as well stream there, considering I feel like more people will be on my YouTube because I'll have the live stream, just because it's platform of choice for most people. But because I'll be doing my live streams anywhere. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But just because people will be on YouTube anyway, and they can check out my live streams and also check out my scripted content as well once I eventually start getting into that. Yeah, Mixer as a platform is kind of DOA in your opinion. I'm trying to think what DOA means. But, Shroud went from an average view count in the tens of thousands to 7K. Yes, but his revenue is probably better, and Mixer probably gave him a fat stack of money, so I don't think he cares. Oh, average concurrent viewers. No, I understand what you mean by average concurrent viewers. I mean, I got confused with the DOA. But, just because he has less viewers doesn't mean he's not doing as well, though. You also have to figure that, wow, that purloin really wanted my blood. Mixer's a platform, it's pretty new, actually. Oh, dead on arrival. I really don't believe that. I really think it has a very solid chance of taking off and doing very well. Honestly, the bitrate is a lot better, so there's a lot less lag. The tools are pretty good. It's integrated very well. Yeah, give it time and it will climb. I truly believe that it will. Wow, these purloins want my blood. But I definitely think Mixer's a platform you definitely shouldn't sleep on. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft gets a few more big streamers on Twitch. Yes, it is Microsoft. Microsoft does own Mixer. And I wouldn't... No, it's not Facebook. Even though Facebook does have their own streaming platform, and I hear they pay very well. But I don't want to be associated with Facebook. Too many privacy concerns. Not that the other companies aren't doing it either. Just Facebook is worse about it. But no, I definitely do not sleep on Mixer. Mixer is going to be a lot bigger than what a lot of people think. The tools are all there. And now they're just trying to bring over the people. And just by bringing over Ninja and Shroud, it's inspiring a lot more people, including people like me, to get onto the platform. And as the platform grows, small channels like me can grow and actually get a shot, where on other platforms probably wouldn't. So definitely don't sleep on Mixer. But, and like I said, they don't mind with the dual streaming, so I can be on Mixer and YouTube at the same time. That way I kind of have a fallback if one of them falls through. Oh, another thing, these back triggers when you're in the menus also work as the A button, so you could play 90% of this game with one Joy-Con, but not entirely. Either's pretty meh. Facebook's probably worse. Facebook is not great, but Facebook just has like massive audience of people, and I hear that they pay pretty well. But is it really the right audience? Probably not. But they're just trying to get people in. If it's any better than the Microsoft Store, it might have a better chance of surviving. The Microsoft Store is pretty bad. It's better than what it used to be, but it's not perfect, and I think that's part of the reason, I guess with gaming at least, they're trying to just get their IPs anywhere that they can. That's why they're putting them on Steam. They actually released a couple of games on Nintendo Switch. They released Cuphead and Ori and the Blind Forest, which are both Microsoft Studio games. Or I guess Ori is a Microsoft Studios, Cuphead is Studio MDHR, but Microsoft published it. But yeah, Microsoft is just trying to put their IPs wherever they can because they're more of a service company rather than just a straightforward traditional gaming company in the way that Nintendo is. Well, let's see what we find in this grass. I always like seeing what there is. Rhyhorn. But no, Mixer definitely has a very good chance of doing well. Actually, so far it's doing fantastic. I think better than what Microsoft expected or what a lot of people expected. Now, is it up to snuff with Twitch? No, but Twitch has been around for a very long time because originally it was Justin TV, then became Twitch, then they got bought out by Amazon. So it's definitely been through the ringer a bit more comparatively. But give Mixer a few years, and I think it'll be a worthy competitor. Wow, this guy wants my blood. I would love to see you play Ori in the Blind Forest sometime. You know what? I might try it out. They did publish Ori on the Switch. I've never played Ori. I do own it on Xbox. I never played it though. I might get it on the Switch, and sure, I might live stream that sometime. I think for now, I'm mostly focused on Pokemon, but it's definitely a game I would consider. I hear that game is absolutely beautiful from what I've seen. It's pretty stunning. I hear the story is pretty good. Just overall, great game. It feels very non-Microsoft, but people enjoy it. I'm not too into 2D side scrollers, but I do enjoy them here and there. So that's definitely a game I'll consider, Alphonse. The Timberline. You know what? I think it's, yeah, Con Kelder's got a weird face. I feel like Timber's not bad, and then it just gets increasingly worse as you kind of go up the evolutionary line. Wow, they literally made a ladder just for a sign. Here, let's move Flapple out of the way. He's not... He's kind of disappointing. He's just not very strong, which is super sad because I wanted him to be better, but he's really not. Let's battle this guy. Or girl, rather. But yeah, there's definitely better choices that they could have made when deciding what Pokemon to bring in, what Pokemon they shouldn't. Timberline, not terrible, not the best, not terrible. I feel like it's an okay pick. Sure, let's try this. I don't have the type chart memorized, so I don't know what works, what doesn't always. You know what? There's a lot of from what I remember looking at the overall Pokedex, there's a lot of one-off Pokemon, just Pokemon that don't have an evolution. They're just like a single line, like Basculins in the game. Wow, currently we're doing pretty good. We got 11 people on YouTube, 4 people on Mixer, for a total of 15. I'm very happy with that number. That's a lot better than what I expected. I really appreciate all you guys coming out to support me. Thank you all so much. Can't stress that enough. Don't know what they're switching out into. But, oh, this Pokemon's so cool. I kind of like it. I think it's a Psychic type and then its final is Psychic Fairy. Or it's a Fairy type and then... I know the final is Psychic Fairy, but I don't remember which one starts... I think it starts off as a Psychic and then becomes a Psychic Fairy. You guys are gonna have to let me know how you guys are doing, how you guys are enjoying the stream. Let me know if I need any. Oh, he's evolving. I thought he didn't evolve until later. Ooh, about to look at some Grimmsnarl. My man, looking mighty powerful. Green Goblin over here. Definitely one of the coolest Pokemon of this generation, Grimmsnarl. With the hair wrapped around his body helping to enhance his muscles, this Pokemon can overwhelm even Machamp. That's right, this man mighty powerful. Spirit Break, I think that's a new move. Oh yeah, I love this Pokemon too, it's definitely very cool. User attacks so much worse that could break Dark Spirit, also lower special attack. Play Rough is technically better. But I don't need all these Dark type moves. Like, I don't need Assurance. So, might as well. Why not? Yeah, he's definitely a very cool Pokemon. But, yeah, like I said, you guys have to let me know what I'm doing. If there's anything I can improve upon, anything I can do differently. Don't be afraid to let me know. All criticism is welcome, good or bad. Shiny still, very cool. I believe I can get a Togekiss with that. Let's heal up my guy. No, I don't need to heal up anything. But, save, why not? I'm very conservative with saves, I save constantly. Oh good, it's Beowulf. Yeah, guess it could be compared to that. What's my plan with the podcast I mentioned? So my plan is once a week, hopefully, to do a hour-long solo podcast. Maybe one day I'll bring guests on there and just discuss the general video game topics of the week. Any major news stories that happen, what's going on in the gaming world. So yeah, about an hour-long solo podcast. I'll probably just have the chat up on the screen. And just kind of run through whatever major events happen in gaming that week. Oh, there's that one Pokemon. I want to catch him, put him on my team. That fighting type, I forget his name. But, Phalanx, I think it was. So yeah, the podcast, I believe I'm going to call it the StraightUpPeppy podcast. Like I said, once a week. This week it's going to be on a Saturday. I don't have a consistent schedule yet, since I'm just starting off. But, oh, this is the Pikachu clone from Gen 7. I don't remember its name. No, let's battle it, just find out. But, or I can get a Sandaconda instead. Yeah, StraightUpPeppy podcast. I plan on doing it Saturday. Hour long, just talking about whatever's going on in the world of gaming. Definitely going to spend a decent bit on Pokemon, because it'll be just over a week old at that point. So, good bit to talk about. And now that I'm playing more, I have a better opinion on the game. It's pretty ground type. I feel like either one doesn't matter. I feel like they're both neutral. But Grendel's Arm was my favorite character. Unless Grendel's Arm was a better Beowulf hero. Yeah, not bad. But man, I really like this Pokemon. It's got a very, very cool design. It doesn't, like, it's weird. It doesn't look so much like a Pokemon. But I love the design. Just very, very different comparatively to, I guess, the cookie cutter Pokemon that we have. Like I said, one of the best generations in terms of just overall Pokemon design. And that should be enough to kill it. I really just wanted to battle this little guy, just to see his name, because we were talking about the Pikachu clones earlier. Togedemaru, like I said, very forgettable. I think it's an electric steel type, which is unique, but like, who had this guy on their team? I feel like no one did. To me, it's the least memorable of the Pikachu clones, for sure. I think this was last gen's Pikachu clone too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure on that one. Just, not a great Pokemon. Not at all. No, Sir Ian McKellen is not an NPC in this game, unfortunately. But I do believe they should patch him in, because why not? Just with a name. Togedemaru, What a name. Brimstone. You better not be paralyzed. That's right. Destroy the rodent. Right, let's head up this ladder. Let's put this Corviknight up front. Give the other guys a break. Still makes that classic thud sound whenever you hit an object. Ooh, I want that item. Girder. Just basically a strong man and a clown. Patrick Stewart. I think Patrick Stewart would make a good Pokemon. I don't think he should be an NPC. I think they should just full-fledged make him a Pokemon. Don't change any of his looks or anything. Just straight up Patrick Stewart as a Pokemon. I don't really want to battle this. Ah, I didn't mean to run into him, but oh well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to battle all these Pokemon simply because they're older Pokemon. So, just not as exciting. If it was a newer Pokemon, I definitely want to battle it just to see what they could do. But, oh well. Well, this one's being annoying, and I can't run away. Why is... Oh, it's steel fighting, isn't it? That's why flying's not very effective. Let's try a third time. There we go. Third time's turn. Just because that'd be like a long, drawn-out battle. I didn't feel like going through it. Ooh, Phalanx. Okay, we are gonna save. I believe it's a pure fighting type, but it's definitely really cool. I want one. My man's. Very, very cool Pokemon. Definitely very unique. Oh, 40. My man's looking mighty powerful. I don't think this will kill it, but I'm hoping to get it down pretty low. That way we can catch it. I'll throw him on the team right away. Nice. No gender. Interesting. Not too many Pokemon with no gender. No, let's just do a traditional Pokeball. I prefer to use Pokeballs. Dark Steel. Yeah, I think Ponyard is Dark Steel. Wait, is it Dark Steel? No, I thought it was a fighting type. I could be wrong. But, yeah, he broke out of that Pokeball. Like I said, I like to use Pokeballs just because I think they look the cleanest, but, I mean, that Pokemon looks like it's going to be a bad time, so far it is. Get in the ball. Come on, man. I want you. I want you on my team. Please. Ah. We were so close. Wow, a Love Ball would be nice if this Pokemon had a gender. Well, let's try a Heal Ball. That way, if for some ungodly reason I actually catch this Pokemon that can heal itself up. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, a lot of the offshoot Pokeballs are bad. Heal Balls are not great. But, I mean, it would be cool. Definitely be something different. But, man, this Pokemon has a very high catch, or very low catch rate, rather. Actually killing my Corviknight. I can't use Nuzzle because I'll probably knock it out. Guess we'll just put you up. Oh no, that was a bad choice because it's rock, and if it uses a fight type move, I'm screwed. We did it, boys. We got him. Sure, that wasn't the most exciting thing to watch, but hey, I wanted them. Yep, just pure fighting type. I don't think it evolves or anything. I'm gonna add him to my party. Swapping out for the Colossal. Sorry guys, I'm just sending out text real quick. Alright, moving on. I'm not going to stream for too much longer, guys. I'm just going to try to get to the next town and then probably end the stream there. But hey, I've had a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this. I don't want to fight the Scourger, but definitely had a lot of fun. Definitely look forward to live streaming again soon. Somehow he didn't see me. Ooh, another Phalanx. King's Rock. Definitely needed for a couple of Pokemon. Let's go through. Oh, well, here's the town. Ooh, a double battle? That'd be interesting. Let's see. My team is looking a little rough, but why not? No, just in case. Let's heal up one of my guys. Let's give him a Sody Pop. No, he's paralyzed. Nah, we should be good. Double battle. Talon and Excadrill. What a combo. Talon's pretty cool because the gender differences. Female's all black, guy is all it's like a tan and black. But pretty cool. Excadrill, I think has a steel typing in it. And this one's ground. So that should be okay. Oh wow, of course it's gonna use Dig. No target. I should do some pretty good damage. I don't think it'll kill it, but yeah, that's pretty fair considering Flappl's not the strongest mon. Cinderace took that like a champ. Let's use a Headbutt on Hippowdon just because I think it's the fastest Pokemon and I don't want to attack Excadrill just because I know it won't go off because it'll still be underground. So let's just focus on Hippowdon, get that thing taken care of. Oh no, Excadrill took priority. Interesting. Yeah, bye bye Cinderace. Wow, Michael, I don't want to get too deep into politics, but I definitely think you know, free Hong Kong. I definitely think they should have the right to be independent. But that's about all I'm going to say on that topic. I don't want to get too deep into politics here. Wow, my Pokemon are not doing that well. Berserker. Okay. I probably should have healed up a bit more, but oh well. Too late. Sand Rush ability doubles the speed in the Sandstorm. Makes sense. Yeah, Excadrill's not a Pokemon come across too often, so I didn't even think about that. No, Flapple. Bye-bye, Flapple. I love you, BB. Yeah, this double battle is not this double battle is not looking too good for me. My Pokemon were not properly healed or ready for this at all. Exa is bonkers broken. I don't know. Maybe in singles. I don't know if he is in VGC format. He could be. I have no idea. Don't remember him being that much of an issue in Gen 5 when he was first introduced. I don't know about Gen 6, 7. But I don't remember him ever being insane. I remember him being decent. I don't remember him ever being busted. But he definitely could be. I'm not trying to disregard what you said. Dead. No effect up. Okay, hold up. I have to redo these moves. There we go. Ah, that's annoying. That's enough to pick out Berserker. Ooh, Bandage China, there we go. Yeah, probably, but oh well. Raggedy Rider 45, thank you for the follow on Mixer. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming out and supporting the stream. Appreciate it. Alright, please don't use Dig. Please don't. Of course he does. Oh yeah, he was already using Dig from the turn before. Completely forgot about that. Bye-bye Toxicity. Please knock it out. Thank you. I am currently playing on a Nintendo Switch. I have an Elgato HD60 streaming to my PC. Yeah. Nintendo Pro Controller. Yeah. It's a pretty basic setup. It's nothing insane. Wow. Just for insurance, I'm going to revive my Cinderace. I really came to this battle unprepared. Yeah, I guess this move would be perfect if it doesn't die. Oh, outsped it. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't plan on streaming too much longer, guys. It has been, let's see, just over 3 hours. But I do appreciate you guys all coming out to the stream. Really appreciate it. Especially since it's my first one. I think it did a lot better than I expected. Did she heal up my Mons? I don't remember. Nope. Please rename my Toxicity to Toxicity by the end of the stream. I just might. Oh, there's a whole nother route. I need. Oh no, I see the city right there. Don't want to battle you. Not bad. Yeah, this is one of the cities that they showed off in the first trailer. It's definitely it's pretty cool. I like the snowy theme. I don't know what type of gem that is. The music's pretty cool though. It's got like the old English vibe. So we're just going to heal up. You know what, we can mess around with a couple nicknames, and then I'll probably end the stream from there. I think this is how you do it. So do you want it to be a toxicity? Yeah, why not? I don't usually nickname Pokemon, but it seems fitting. Yeah, why not? Let's rename another one. Grimmsnarl. This is most obviously the Green Goblin. Looks just like the Green Goblin from the Spider-Man comics. Ah, and just want to name him Green. Hold on. Green Goblin. Beautiful. What else can we name this Pokemon? No, Flapple. I got a good name for Flapple. I wish that name would fit Willem Dafoe, but it doesn't. But that's exactly what I think of whenever I see it. Good name for Flapple. Trash. Because that's exactly what it is. It's a garbage Pokemon. I really like it, but it's complete garbage. Cinderace. I have a name for it. Since this is kind of a soccer-themed Pokemon, I'm just going to name it Ronaldo, after Cristiano Ronaldo. It's got those nice kicks. Yeah, why not? Let's keep going. Let's see if we can give them all a name. Only one that doesn't have a name is Corviknight. Oh yeah, and Phalanx. Those are both pretty clean names. How dare you do my Apple Boy like this? I love Apple Boy, don't get me wrong. But he's not that great. His stats are... they could be better. But he just, he's got pretty weak defense. I think that's his biggest issue. He hits hard enough, or as hard as he needs to. But, his defense is pretty low. He can't take a hit. Corviknight's pretty... They call it football. They do call it football over there. Most of the world actually calls it football. But I am located in the US of A, where we call it soccer. Me being Italian, we call it calcio. But soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, it's completely fine. I feel like Corviknight's a pretty clean name. Phalanx is pretty cool too. I think I'm just going to keep it like that for now. Come out here. Save my game up. And you know what? I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I really appreciate everyone coming out to the stream. Really appreciate all the good conversations we had. Overall, it went very well. Let's see how many people we have in the stream right now. We've got 9 people on YouTube. Another 3 on Mixer. Overall, very good stream. I think we hit a high of over 15 at one point on both sides. Overall, really enjoyed it. Really happy doing it. Once again, I really appreciate you all coming out. And I'll see you guys next time. I believe I'm going to do another stream Saturday, probably right around the same time. So once again, thank you all for coming.